need to dry off right away to avoid catching a cold. That's why Tally says don't forget to bring a towel. Okay. Thanks, Tally. You want to get hot?
Maybe. Maybe not. Karen, bring that beat back. Bring that beat back, Karen.
Mouthpiece included.
TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN, TATN, TATN. Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included.
TATN. I got watches.
TATN,
TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN, TATN, TATN. Mouthpiece included.
TATN,
Yes, sir.
TATN, TATN.
Better guard your grill.
TATN, TATN, TATN.
All right, we got a Memorial Day episode jumping off right here. We live and live in color. Welcome to Mouthpiece Included. This is the pod where we unpack Spolytricks. That's a fusion between your spots and your polytricks and everything in between, the collapsible superposition. Okay, before the photons choose a position upon your observation. Otherwise, they're just moving around in a waveform. You understand? You under dig? This is an open panel built for real talk and raw perspective. This ain't your average sports pod. It's a collision of athletic drama, cultural tension, and unapologetic, let me repeat that, unapologetic truth. Satirical truth. We're going to add that for legal purposes. This is satire for entertainment and legal purposes. The mic is open. Our takes are hot, and the conversation moves fast from locker rooms to the bod room, to the streets, to the sheets that shape the game. Tonight's panel dives into the National Basketball Association Never Broke Again, or should it be Negroes Broke Again, conference finals. We're also going to unpack the NAACP suggestions for the YNs to boycott the SEC. That's right. YNs, the NAACP is looking for you to boycott the NCAA's SEC. And we're going to let you know the whys for the YNs. And the power plays defining the top national football league GMs. We're going to unpack a list was dropped for the top GMs. Was King Ryan Poles on that list? And if he was where was he at? We're asking the tough questions over here. Is Caleb Nails Williams truly untouchable, untradeable? We put a poll up on this channel and you're going to find the results. Well, I found the results fascinating. Or is Caleb Nails Williams just riding a wave of hype? Is he just on that hype train? You know, every angle gets challenged, every narrative gets flipped, and every guest who's got the gonads, who's still got the gonads to pop out, brings their own flavor and fire to the table. And anchoring it all, the Mount Rushmore of sports journalism. These so-called pundits are always ranking the colors. Who's the GOAT? Who's this and that? Well, I think and blah, 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 blah. Well, turnabout is fair play as far as we're concerned at TATN, because this ain't that. This ain't that network. Okay. Howard Cosell. He's just a monkey. John Madden. I don't know where I am right now. And the great Stuart Scott, R.I.P. Stewie. And Harry Carey, you know. It's a good-looking drop-dead gorgeous crowd here. Hey. Well, Harry, looks like he's going to throw a curveball here. All right. These are just some that you might want to mull around in your mind. Are they going to carve out? They carve out some of the voices into the bedrock of our sports culture. Who will our panel place on their personal Mount Rushmore here today? Welcome to Spolly Tricks, where sports, politics, and culture collide. Whether you're here for sports, gaming, or political shop turns, we've got your daily dose of insight with just the amount of leading edge. This ain't just commentary, it's clarity served up with heat. Okay? Ready? Let's pop on those filthy air ones. You know, the ones you probably should have thrown in the trash. Actually, your family probably threw them away and you went and dug it out of the trash. Probably paid a local crackhead or meth head to dig it out for you. You know, you pulled up on the block and the meth head was wearing your dirty, filthy air ones because your family donated it to the meth head. And you gave that meth head $20 to get those ones back. You know, you're out there with Ryan Poles because that's what Ryan Poles did. And is he on the top 10 GMs list? We're going to talk about that in a moment. But that's what Ryan Poles did. He put on the filthiest air ones he could find in the bottom of his closet and pulled up to Hallis Hall on his first day of work in a business suit, just like the YNs. We're going to cover that too. They're going to prom in bozo shoes. And he pulled up with his bozo shoes on, these dirty air ones, on his first day at work at the crack of dawn, and he said, "Let's get to work." And he was ready to take it up the north and give him his back. The panel is open. The link is pinned in the chat. So stand down, stand back, stand by out there. Or pull up, okay? But if you do pull up, do not, and I repeat, do not forget to bring your mouthpiece. Do me a favor and smash that like button. Hit that hype button. Appreciate you. The views expressed in today's pod are those of the host and the guests and are not necessarily reflective of TATN or any affiliates. Okay? Again, this is satire for entertainment purposes. Grab your mouthpiece. We're going to get started, but first, big ups. It's getting close. The day is approaching. Ancestral Echoes. Third annual Ancestral Echoes House Music Fest. All right? You feel me? It's a glamping extravaganza. It's an overnight. Day passes are available, right? You can bring your own tent. They have tents available, but they're running out. Reserve your space. They got trailers. You can hook up with a company to drop ship your trailer out there, you know, and bring all your high-end stuff, your filet mignon, your New York strip, whatever you like, you know, your scrimps, you know. The word is clearly shrimp. And you let people walk around and let me get orders, scrimp. And you don't say nothing. You know what I mean? You just let it happen. That's fine. Runs my blood pressure up. I'm praying on it. I meditate on stuff like that every day. Grinds my fucking gears. Big ups to us. All right. Ancestral Echoes out there. All right. It's www.ancestralechoes.net. Karen has just put that link into the chat. Copper colored, owned and operated. You're gonna have the time of your life. I had the time of my life. All right, you know what I mean? Best musical house music DJs, definitely in the Midwest, across this greater United States. They're actually getting international people in there now. They spin until 4 a.m. You understand? You won't hear the same song played twice. Somehow it's like magic. You understand? They don't discuss who's playing what, but it's a testament to the selection of the people spinning. All right. Go out there. They're going to provide porta potties, lots of fresh water, things of that nature. So just pull up and get your glamping on. Big ups, sponsor, Tay Milz Aesthetics. Tay Milz Aesthetics, the best in the business. So if you find yourself running around LA, the Los Angeles area, reach out to Tay Milz Aesthetics at www.taymilzaesthetics.com. That link has just been dropped into the chat. Multicultural skin, body, and weight loss pro, the best in the business. Copper colored, owned, operated. Big ups Bella B. Okay. Big ups Bella B. All right. You might need some swag on a shirt. Bella didn't do this shirt, but this is the type of thing you can get done at Bella B and better. All right. you reach out to Bella B at designs365@gmail.com. Last but not least, we got Gym Recovery. The J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I, recovery. Ding dong. Recovery. Ding dong. The J, the I, the M, the J, the I, the M, the J, the I, recovery. Ding dong. So you find yourself needing a tow. You might be in the Chicagoland area out there. You went out to Skokie because you bougie. You didn't want to go to the local dispensary because you heard the shit was better in Skokie. It's all the same shit, but you don't like shopping with your people. You're some sort of coon out there. I don't know if we can say raccoon. You're a raccoon out there. And so you go all the way out amongst the pink folks, and that's where you want to spend your money. And then boom, you got a flat, right? You don't know how it happened, but you got a flat. Now you need a tow. Well, you reach out to Jim Recovery. He'll pull up in a flatbed truck, top of the line, brand new. Everything's shiny and clean. You know what I mean? He'll have Fox in his box right there on the live radio feed. He can get you out quicker and safer than anyone in the business over 3 decades. It's a family business. You ain't too far gone to see that. And they've been in the business over 4 decades in the great city of Chicago. If they can't do it, no one can. You feel me? They can't do it. No one can. That being said, we do have a poll before we get it started. It says vote now. The link is in the chat. Vote now. You understand? The poll that's running is simple. I'm trading Caleb Williams today for ... Pat Sideshow Bob Mahomes. Patty Mahomes. Josh Superman Allen. Drop dead gorgeous. Can make all the throws. 6'4", blonde haired, blue eyed. Looks like he could play hockey. All right. Josh Superman Allen. Okay. Lamar Action Jackson, aka Ray Jackson. He's not at OTAs. It's optional, but he's not there, and they're up his bum about it. He needs the tutelage from Declan Doyle. They probably want to change the way he throws the football. They probably want him to start out with his left foot front instead of right foot front. He's got to get used to taking snaps under center. Declan Doyle's not going to have any parts of it. All right. And your last option is no, I'm riding Caleb until the nails come off. Interesting results. Shocking. As far as I'm concerned, shocking. A lot of people drinking the Kool-Aid in Bear Nation. And if I haven't said it, FGB and all those who, what word am I looking for? And all those who support the Green Bay Packers. All right. Without further diddly-doo-doo-doo, we are in the building. All right. We want to kick this off with an RIP to Mark Furman. For those of you who don't know who Mark Furman was, respect the dead. Respect the dead. Mark Furman, he was the lead officer in framing Orange Juice Simpson, Orenthal. Okay. Out in the Brentwood area. R.I.P. Nicole Simpson and I can't remember the guy who was there, but they got slashed. And Mark Furman, according to Johnny Cochran, allegedly, potentially, planted the blood evidence, the speckles of blood evidence on OJ. And then he was saying that he was not a racist, but we don't know what was in his heart. Okay. He was saying he wasn't a racist, and then they set him up because they had Freedom of Information Act, they being OJ's legal team. They had Freedom of Information Act of all of his talks back and forth on the CBs, the walkie-talkies, riding around for LAPD. Look at this coon, look at this N-word there, this and that. So they had multiple times of him using the N-word, but of course he said he wasn't racist. We don't know what was in his heart. He passed away. I just want to say R.I.P. to Mark Furman, because one thing we do at TATN we respect the dead. All right, clean slate out there. You pass away, in my opinion, you get a clean slate. Okay, and then we got Rob Bass. R.I.P.
Keep it going now.
Rob Bass. R.I.P. Rob Bass. Rob Bass has made that brother made his transition. Um, so condolences to his family and loved ones. Rest in peace, brother. Um, none of us will be here forever. We want to throw that out there. None of us will be there forever. Wow. He died days after celebrating his 59th birthday. And yeah. Let's see. Anybody know the cause of death? Oh, the Big C. So he passed away from the Big C. His real name was Robert Ginyard. I never knew that. He died following a private battle with the Big C. No additional details about his illness were immediately disclosed. You guys get your A1Cs checked. Go out there and get somebody to put their fingers in your bum and make sure you don't have things going on back there. The announcement shocked fans across the hip hop community, especially as Rob Bass has posted a celebratory birthday message only days earlier. Happy 59th birthday to me. God, thank you for allowing me to see another year. He captioned on his IG post. His son, Rob Bass Jr., also shared news of the death, writing on his IG story, "Sleep in peace, Dad. I love you." Rob Bass. Wow. His music is a time machine. It takes you right back when you're like, I'm going to live forever. I'm going to be young and vibrant. I'm going to be a YN forever, was your mindset. All right. And then last but certainly not least, Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch, NASCAR great, um, has passed away as well. R.I.P. Kyle Busch. Condolences to his family and his loved ones. Let's see here. Pneumonia and sepsis. So he had pneumonia. He was coughing up blood, but still working. Listen, if you can hear me out there, if you're coughing up blood, if you got pneumonia and stuff, I know you, the Bills, and you want to win, and they're gonna give me a trophy, and the sponsors are up my butt. When your body is talking to you, take a big cup of STFU and listen. Right? It's gonna be all right. The sponsors are gonna be all right. You feel me? You get your bum to the hospital and you tell them you're coughing up blood and you got pneumonia and things like that. And they'll give you a doctor's note so your slave plantation won't fire you. And if they do fire you, you can get a brand new suit. A lawsuit, dare I say. You might be able to get a lawsuit. So RIP to Mark Furman, Rob Bass, and Kyle Busch. All right, I want to jump over to the MLB. And I'm not going to discuss the Cubs. Um, in fact, we're going to skip that completely. All right. I'll bloviate about the Cubs when we're back on a winning streak. But for now, I'll just say I'm starting to agree with Diesel with the Craig Counsell thing. He's been on Craig Counsell's bum for quite some time. I will say that. Big ups to the White Sox. I mean, they're the little engine that could. Nobody expects them to do anything this year, so they're playing with house money. And I'll just leave it at that. All right. PCA. PCA made the news, kind of went viral. Let's see if we have some footage of that. Karen. We got some PCA footage. Should be in here, Karen. If you get off the phone with 12, then you might be able to focus on what you're not getting paid to do around here. All right. All right, let's see here. PCA. There we go. PCA. Thank you, Karen.
PCA got into it with this fan after she was talking some smack. After PCA got into it with this fan after she was talking some smack. After Pete Crow Armstrong couldn't make the catch at the wall, this woman behind the fence started shouting at him when PCA got up and started talking back. Make the catch at the wall. This woman behind Crow Armstrong couldn't make the catch.
Why couldn't he make the catch? He should have made that catch. He ran into the wall anyway. Look, the William H. Ray Royals coach, William. Big ups to William. Probably the greatest coach I've ever had. He'd have smacked me in the back of the head if I didn't make that play. He'd have been a baby. We need that out there, baby. You got to catch that ball. You scared of the wall? You scared of the wall, baby? You're looking at William like, man, I'm 11. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that play. Man, that's why he had so many All-Stars and probably only lost one game in 3 years in the Little League. Okay. This guy's a pro. He's got to make that play. We're in a slump.
Crow Armstrong couldn't make the catch at the wall. This woman behind the fence started shouting at him when PCA got up and...
So I agree with the Karen. She told him he sucks. Now, she's a White Sox fan, allegedly. But I agree with her. That sucked. He's got to make that play, in my opinion.
Started talking back. When asked what happened, he simply said she decided to talk some smack, and he felt he needed to talk back.
Okay. Pete Crow Armstrong on his interaction with a fan after missing on a tough catch in right field. No, it was tough for me or you, but I'm telling you, the kids at Ray School would have made that play. Some lady decided to start talking ish, and he said he felt the need to say it back. Turns out this was her engagement party or some shit. You know? So my take on this. If PCA was some sort of colored, I think he'd be getting maligned more. If he was some sort of colored, I think he'd be getting maligned more. And why doesn't he get himself a new pair of shoes? Look at those shoes. I mean, he's rich. I don't know. That's just nasty. You wouldn't see Deion Sanders looking like that on the Atlanta Braves. Now, without pulling the race card, which is my right to do, if you don't like it, log out and go home. My point is, it cuts either way. If she's colored, she's going to be getting maligned for it. If he was a colored baseball player and she was drop dead gorgeous Karen like she is, he'd be getting maligned for it. It goes against the values of baseball and blah, 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 blah. My take, without any racist filter or distortion, is he's got to make that damn play. That's been my take. And then my initial take, I got to go back to the thread because I did have an initial take when this was posted. All right, let's see here. I did have an initial take. Where is the initial take? Oh, yeah. He's got. I said, looks like all she did was tell him that he sucks. I mean, you know how many people tell athletes they suck at a game? If that's what you're turning around and doing, looked like you want to spit on it too. But yeah. So PCA, in my mind, you suck. I agree with the lady, and I'm a Cub fan. Okay, I'm not a Bud man anymore. All right. Wemby Wemby P. You heard it first here on TATN. Freak of nature. Diesel calls him a goofball. Ace thinks he's too frail and he won't be able to walk around and play the game and blah, blah, blah. Well, this guy's pooping on the National Basketball Association. Okay. Goes back to when I saw him on the bench in a meaningless summer league game when it was 117 degrees in Vegas. Right? He was sitting out that game, load management, and he cheered on those G League players like it was game 7 of the NBA Finals. He was working the refs. I couldn't understand a word he was saying. You know what I mean? He was fired up. He was high-fiving everybody, and I said right then and there, that kid is the second coming of Michael Jeffrey Jordan. These guys look at me, you're sacrilegious. What I said was, he's going to change the GOAT conversation. LeBron shouldn't be on it in my mind in the first place. I agree with Skip. He's somewhere like number 9. I wouldn't put him 9, but he's somewhere like number 7. He's lucky to get 7. Hey, he's got the longevity thing going. I'll bump him up to 6. We got to do some reconfiguring. But the whole talk is LeBron because right now he's, well, he was the best player in the NBA. When Kobe was the best player in the NBA, they were talking as he better than Jordan. You heard all that nonsense. So LeBron made people forget about Kobe being RIP in the GOAT conversation. This kid, Wemby, he's not gonna make people forget about Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Okay, let's be clear. But he's gonna be in the GOAT conversation. And I'm gonna have to sit here and tell people I'm not even gonna belittle myself to have this debate with you about Wemby the alien and Michael Jeffrey Jordan, like the way I do with the bromosexuals, the bronmosexuals. When they get in there and they got the little beards and shit. They all look like metrosexuals. They all were getting trophies. They get in the car. Look, the trophy I got for absolutely no reason. Fuck you. You know what I mean? But these sexuals, I tell them I don't even discuss. I don't even discuss the GOAT conversations with those bromosexuals at all. What's going on, Diesel? Chicago Simeon's finest is in the building.
What up? What up?
I see you got you some new headphones. Went out there and made you an investment, huh?
No, these older. I had these before.
Yeah, they look nice. They look nice, bro. All right, so what's your take, bro? You heard me in here ranting on Wemby, and then we talked about PCA telling you the White Sox Karen fan to SMD.
Well, first for Wemby, I'm not gonna watch no more of that series. I already know what the refs are on.
The refs, the league. Go ahead, my bad. I hear you.
It's some bullshit, and I don't want to. I'm disgusted with it. I don't want to watch it. And what's even crazier is with this day and age, with the internet, the public goes back and shows you clips and things that happen in the games. And you're like, damn, that was happening and they didn't call that? That was happening. So it's like, okay, so now okay, so they not calling that shit. Like, they showed one play. Well, what's the one who looks like he's part of some type of damn Nadia and the some type of gargoyle? The dude for
Shay Gilgis.
No, Holmgren looks like a gargoyle.
Uh-huh.
Did you see the thing of him stepping on Wemby's foot at the foul line? That's like a super tech,
bro. The Knicks did that to Jordan Pippen a whole series.
That was back then. Okay, the league changed that shit.
Yeah.
The Knicks kind of took over for the Pistons.
The Knicks used to do that, and the Pacers used to do that.
They were like, that's the only way they could compete, right?
Yeah.
but the league slowly but surely got that out. You do some shit like that, that's no different than you tripping a guy. All of that stuff is like a tech.
You ain't doing all that to LeBron.
No.
No.
And when plays like that come up on tape, they usually go back and they can assess you a tech from some stuff you did in the previous game.
Retroactively.
Yes. And I'm like, I'm not watching that shit. I'm not. I already know what they doing. I see how they beating and bruising old boy Wemby. I was like, man, I don't want to watch it. Let whatever they do, so be it. I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, Wemby's an alien. I mean, he is an alien. What's going on, Big Hank? Appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all got any words to say for Rob Bass, that brother, man? Any memories of his music? I saw you made a post on your station about it, Hank.
Oh yeah, you know Bluegrass did.
Check your mute, Hank.
Damn. I mean, I was about to show some proper due respect to Diesel, but I see I might have to take it. Shout out to all. Let me say the shout out to all the military brothers, the veterans, and the current active members. Everybody but Diesel, sorry, punk ass.
There you have it. There you have it. There you have it.
We'll throw Diesel a bone. Shout out to that brother too. No, man, but yeah, I definitely made sure I made mention of it, man. I was a fan of Rob Bass. You know, he was always, you know, as part of that friendly rap music back in the days. You know what I'm saying? That rap music you can listen to, you know, wherever. You know, you could play it at school dances and activities and, you know, all that good stuff. So I remember Rob Bass, and I definitely make sure I enjoyed it. So it was all good.
When you think about when he popped on the scene, I mean, for now at that time, because so many different people were coming out with good music,
Yeah.
man, it was a good few months here.
Who was his hype man? Bismarcky?
No, well, who did he have? He had
somebody was next to him.
His DJ was
Easy Rock.
Easy Rock. And I felt like he was more like his hype man because the other guys were his dancers.
Yeah.
But when he
But
blew
wasn't
up,
Bismarcky in that first video?
he could have been in the video, but he wasn't his
It
hype
Takes
man.
Two. I feel like...
He might have been, but he wasn't his hype man.
Right. All right, go ahead.
I think everybody on the East Coast was in that goddamn video.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was
he was walking through the streets in that video. You know what I'm saying?
That was the first time I ever seen. But go ahead. Do your take, Diesel. My bad.
Yeah, when he stepped on the scene with It Takes Two, and I remember specifically because that's like 88 or 89, and there's like all kinds of good music in the city at that time: hip hop, house, R&B, all of that stuff. Man, that thing was being played for a few weeks, all the time, like. Man, more than a few weeks, but I'm just saying it was like the #1 song out for at least a month. And I'm talking about in comparison with all of the other stuff that we listen to here. And I remember listening to a house show, one of them Friday nights or Saturday night, house, you know, when they do mixes or whatever. Man, that song was so popular. And the dude was like, listen, we going to get this started and peace.
Yeah, I thought that was Bismarcky.
And I think he was parents for him. And they do Joy and the Pain.
But Biz is featured. See, I thought Biz was part of his crew, bro, when I was a shorty.
So he might have been part of like the Juice Crew then.
Yeah, I think he might have been, bro.
Nah, he wasn't part of the Juice Crew, man. He was just, you know, if you from New York in certain areas, you gonna know certain people. So it's just like commonality, man. Hey, come on, y'all. We doing this video or whatever, you know. And, you know, Red Alert at that time, he was like a god as far as like, because he was, you know, what he did on the radio early on for hip hop. So.
But why was he getting sued over his samples? Everybody wasn't getting all them samples cleared, bro, back in the day.
Well, you get sued, but it doesn't necessarily, they put the artist in it, but it goes back to whoever the producer is who did did the
I bet
tracks.
they probably got it cleared eventually, but initially they probably didn't get it cleared. So it maybe took about 2 or 3 years down the road. Once they seen it was a good song, it was a clean song, and now it's going to have other people start listening to where it originated from. They're going to start doing that because the popularity of the song. They like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have him give me a percentage of the, saying the rights
Well,
because he's
well,
using the
first
song
off,
and shit like that.
Diesel's just disagreeing with you to be difficult.
Oh, okay,
Yes,
I believe
Biz
that. I
Markie
believe.
was a core member of the Juice Crew. He joined the legendary 1980s hip hop collective formed by producer Marley Marl and radio DJ Mr. Magic, contributing alongside other iconic artists like Big Daddy Kane, Roxanne Shante, and
That's
Kool
the
G
Juice
Rap.
Crew. I know what
Well,
the
that's
hell
what he said.
I know. You talking about Rob Bass. He wasn't part of the Juice Crew.
Oh,
Biz
you saying
Markie
Rob Bass
was.
wasn't part of the Juice
Yeah,
Crew?
Biz Markie was. He cool with Big Daddy Kane. I got another partner that's calm and plain. Goes by the name of the
The
Big
Big
Daddy
Daddy
Kane.
Kane,
I
the
know
mellow
all
type
that
of fellow
shit,
that
bro.
slave
Hey man,
bang.
look. First of all, he gonna recite the vapors.
I know all of that shit. Cause that was his guy.
He
That was
gonna
his
recite
guy.
the vapors.
Look,
I
what you want
see.
me? You want me to do Kane?
No man,
You
don't
want me to
don't
do
do it.
Kane when you talking about Biz
Hey,
Markie?
when you talk about this music
The
thing, I'm out
story
here. I'm
begins in
Diesel. I'm killing you. I'm
1984
killing you
when I
out here,
met my
Diesel. Don't do
man Biz
this. Don't do
Markie
this
out in
with me,
front of
man.
the store. He used to
I have
tell
to
me
commit
all
a
the
homicide
time,
against my
my
fellow
lyrics is
military,
hype.
man. I don't want to see another
Yeah, that's
soldier
what
go
I
down,
thought.
baby. I
That's
kill
what
you
I
in this
thought.
music game, man.
That's what I
Diesel,
thought.
don't do it.
Well, Diesel was born on the West Coast, so his music ear is totally different than what yours
He's
might
limited.
be.
He's limited. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Okay. Yeah, he's
limited.
No,
limited. Okay.
that's a cap.
He
That's a
want to
cap.
listen to. He want to listen
That's a
to.
that's a cap.
You know what I'm saying. All right, Biz Markie and Rob Bass were close friends and respected contemporaries in the '80s hip hop scene. While they were never in a group together, they were both pillars of the golden era of hip hop and frequently collaborated within the same circles. So, Diesel, it appears you were right.
Yeah, it's this boy, but it's not like part of his rap crew when he came out. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
amazing that you know what I'm saying? He's boys enough to have him featured in your first big video, bro. And y'all don't make a crew together.
Yeah, but it happens. You got to think how
But
big the city
hey,
is.
sometimes them guys be in a crew, it's that unwritten rule. You don't name all the names of the crew members. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's like,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
NWA had about 20 people in there,
Didn't it?
but
Didn't it? Dash, correct,
yeah,
all
but
type of
but
people's
before
involved.
all we know, we only know of 4.
but it's a lot to
We only
do.
know the 4.
It's a lot to do with the record label. So you
Yeah.
I
might be,
agree.
this
I
might be your
agree. I
guy,
agree.
but we not on the same label. But when we do a video, hey, come on, I need you in this. Come on, support me. That type. Man, you might, if you think about it back then, a lot of artists, when they did tours, and I didn't go to no hip hop shows back then, but a lot of times they were on the same label. And you didn't know till you kind of got older. You were like,
Yeah, the
oh,
ones
y'all,
warming up for him, it was all
Yeah.
coming up
I
together.
yeah,
mean, yeah, we
Yeah.
all know then you got the sister labels and,
Yeah.
extensions of the, step sister
yes.
labels and all that shit. Labels under labels. You know how it go.
Well, Jason Kidd, y'all. Jason Kidd got fired. Okay. How do y'all feel about the firing? And the
Can,
main reason we're
can
discussing
Chicago
this,
Bulls go get him?
there it is. That's the main reason we're discussing it.
Shit.
Should the Chicago Bulls go
Hell
get him?
yeah. They should have been the first call. Soon as they seen it, unemployment. Oh, well, shit. Let me talk to his agent. Hell
And
yeah,
it
they
ain't
should be
gonna
talking
cost
to
you, it's
him.
not gonna cost you much because he's still
Cost
getting
him
paid
much.
by them.
You
No,
need
because
to pay him what he could be paid. The
no,
man
listen,
is a winner. He won as a player
yeah,
and
you
as a
big
coach.
barbecue chicken eating motherfucker. Let me
God
finish
damn,
what I
man. Why I
was
gotta keep
saying.
taking these
Look at
goddamn
him. He
shots,
cuts you
man?
off and then
Man,
says, let me finish what I'm saying.
Yeah,
man,
I thought I
big
was
barbecue
talking.
chicken eating.
But
Hey,
Lord
listen,
forgive me. Hey, but hey, he's my elder, so I'm respect my elder. Go ahead, Diesel.
On
listen,
Memorial Day, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Go ahead, old motherfucker.
listen. If he's getting paid like they had just signed him to an extension, so he's probably got like 3 years left, maybe the 4. They
Mm-hmm.
just gave him like 4 years, 40 million.
Yeah.
So he's still gonna get that money. So any team that signs him,
We give him
the money,
10, and then Dallas is on the hook for the other 30.
correct. Yes.
Well, hold on.
So
That's not how the contract works, though, Diesel.
no,
Once he
no,
gets
yeah,
fired, there is
no.
because
That's
there was.
no.
Remember, they mutually agreed. So it was one of those things that I'm sure there was a buyout.
Maybe there was a buyout. They
They
call
said
it mutually agreed. I
They
don't
said
know.
they mutually agreed. That's what they said. Now that's the words. I could be wrong.
That is what they said, but I don't know what that. But I did hear that he's getting paid that money. So you can mutually agree me to fire me if what? I'm still getting paid? You know what I mean? Yeah, I mutually agree with that shit too. But Diesel, is he number one on your list? This is the thrust of what we're discussing.
He got to be one or two. I
Who's
mean,
your second? Who's the other one then, Diesel?
I'm not sure who's all available, but he
Yeah, there's going to be more coaches
Diesel,
come available.
you can't say he's number two if you don't know who else is available. He's
I
got
was
to be
gonna say
number
that too.
one.
It's Memorial Day. I wasn't going.
Just on GP, he's got to be number one. If you have no idea,
no.
let me tell you.
One
Hold
or
on,
two,
Diesel.
bro.
I got to help you out because you're falling off. And
I know
it
what
might
it
be
is.
That PTSD
because he's from
kicking in.
just coming from down
I'm
south.
trying to show you a little grace.
Because he's coming
But
from
let me say
down
this:
south.
I don't want no
That's
goddamn assistant coach. That's what we don't need.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need that. We're too legendary for assistant coach to be coming here trying to take over. Hell no. If we have an opportunity to get a proven head coach, not only a former player, but a coach that won on the highest level,
Yeah.
I want that guy. I don't want a head coach from the college ranks. I don't want an assistant coach. I don't want a head coach from the G League. Screw all of that. Nothing against them guys. Good luck somewhere else. Go to Sacramento, go to New Orleans or Cleveland. I don't give a shit.
And the point guard that's killing for the Knicks right now, Jason Kidd groomed him. He developed him when he was in Dallas. I was saying they should have kept him. They moved on.
You talking about Brunson? You talking about
They
Brunson?
moved on
Okay,
from
I got
Brunson.
you. Yeah.
And he was balling for Dallas. That's when Dallas was going to the finals and went to the finals twice. So Kidd helped develop Brunson.
Yeah, he helped develop, but
you ain't gonna give him no credit because he colored.
The man won 6th man of the year. You realize that though, Diesel, right?
Hey, you cocksuckers, let me fucking finish.
But we trying to save you from showing how ignorant you are.
Man?
So that's why we keep talking over you.
Listen. The way he was utilizing him, and was he the head coach when he was there, when he was playing?
Yeah.
The way he was utilizing him wasn't gonna get you deep into the playoffs like you should every year. You see what I'm? Because if you look at Jalen Brunson, he's a ball hog for the most part.
He's ball dominant.
Yeah, exactly. And the way that Mike Brown,
but that's why he was a 6th man though. That's why he was a 6th man.
Yeah, he was coming off the bench, right?
Yeah.
But since he's been in New York, I watched this motherfucker. I'm like, God damn, bro, throw the ball. But I think Mike Brown's kind of got him where he could come off the ball a lot of times. It's kind of similar to how. I don't even want to use that comparison really, but
well, they had Luka and they didn't want to pay both of them. That's what happened.
Yeah, it was money.
And I would have chose Brunson over Luka, but y'all gonna color me racist. I was watching what was going on in there.
God damn.
Yeah, I would have taken. And that's look what they ultimately did. They ultimately moved off Luka. Luka's at home talking about his abs hurt, and Brunson's balling in the Western Conference Finals about to sweep.
But that was new ownership. That wasn't the same dudes. That wasn't Cuban. When Cuban sold him, the new owners come in with the GM, and that GM did that shit. He the one got rid of Luka.
So we all agree Jason Kidd's number one on the list so far before we hear any other coaches get fired.
Yeah, so far, yes.
Ace says shout out for Miami Beach. He's out there with that booger sugar out there in Miami Beach.
Twinkling his toes.
You know, the fun thing about I don't see no other coaches get fired. I mean, now this was a anomaly with this Jason Kidd thing this late in the game. I was surprised by that. That just threw me for a loop. But I don't really see no other head coaches get fired this late, especially the 4 coaches in the playoff. I know Atkins is probably going to get a lot of grief after getting swept by the Knicks. I don't think the Cleveland's going to fire him, though. I don't think so.
Well, old boy said the guy for the Mavericks said, listen, anybody has something to do with that Luka trade, out of here. Even though it wasn't Jason Kidd's doing, but he was there.
Well, Jason wanted
he didn't want it. He didn't want that.
Exactly.
He was against that.
Yeah,
and Jason wanted to be the president of the team.
He still was like, I got to let him go.
Well, because Jason wanted to be president of the team. So then imagine you got somebody working for you who interviewed for your position, and you want to bring in your own guy. Bottom line, you want to bring in your own coach.
Well, look, I hope the Bulls make the right decision, man, and at least have a conversation with the man. That's the least you could do.
Oh, does he want to come to the Bulls?
Absolutely.
You think he'll come?
Well, I mean, look, the worst you could tell us is no. Shit, that's the worst he could tell us. But I gotta put a bid in. If I'm an owner and I'm a GM. We got to have a conversation with that man.
Yeah.
Talk to his agent,
Yeah.
put some feelers out there, and see what's up.
That's what I said. Go get Jason
His
Kidd.
contract is guaranteed $40 million, even though he ain't coaching. So, and the way that works is when a team picks up, it's just like players in the NFL when they get cut, but they got that guaranteed money or whatever. Remember Russell Wilson? Remember Denver still had to pay him.
He's covering what we already covered, Hank. So if the team gives you $10 million, then Dallas is on the hook for the other $30 million.
Because
and he wants to go into a long, drawn out old man
because you two
explanation
was arguing about it, talking about he don't.
Nobody was arguing about it. You and I agreed already that that's how it works. Hinks understands. Hink never he never said he didn't understand that principle.
No, I didn't fight against it or nothing. But
no. Hey, listen.
But he's gonna go back and think he said something profound too. Now he's gonna say he gonna pump his chest. I said something profound. These dudes better listen to me.
Take him right and hit his ass upside the head.
He never said he didn't understand that principle. He just said he thought in this situation.
I don't believe that that's true.
He said because they mutually agreed.
That was what I said.
But he never said he didn't understand.
I didn't say
you're going into the NFL and how NFL. He understands how that works with guaranteed contenders. I'm sure he understands how it works.
I didn't fight against it.
You know what I understand?
I just said I know they had a mutual.
You know what I understand?
That's all he said.
That's all I said. But
you know what I understand? Company commander.
He won't be the dead horse.
And the motherfucking personal flag carrier right there. You two in unison.
All right, man.
Where's Ace at? I'm sick of him.
Yeah, Ace is he's probably tooting the booger sugar in Miami Beach right now.
Okay.
Hey, he's twinkling his toes in the sand.
That's the Miami strip club. They about to get paid tonight.
Right, they about to get paid. He in there off that shit. Come home, his wife. Come home. Why'd you come back to the hotel? He off that shit. He gonna be in there 2 days straight. Sir, you got to go home and wash your ass. We're getting complaints from the girls. All right, let's move on. All right. LeBron, your boy, Hank, or you went out and patted your beard after.
Look at that there.
Is that what I did?
Look at that there.
You got a trinket? Is that Baby Yoda?
Yeah, Grogu. You see that bluegrass?
Y'all gonna have me go out and get my Baby Yoda.
Hey, man, look, let me tell you. I told you Diesel's really on my side. He just want to fight against me every once in a while.
Oh, no, you got a head like a goddamn solid granite, man. You know.
God damn.
Don't listen. Hard-headed. Hard-headed.
Oh, shit. I didn't know
LeBron, who Hink patted his beard after.
We need, the lies need to stop.
LeBron says his team wasn't talented enough and all he cares about is winning. What's you guys' assessment of LeBron's damage control in the offseason so far?
See, when I hear shit like that, that's what turns me off about LeBron, man. I don't like excuses, man. I can't stand people who make excuses. To those people are weak people to me. And LeBron is taking a weak man route when he does shit like that. If he was really about winning, there's certain things you would have made sacrifice, and some of it would be your salary cap. But that's not what happens. You would have made your son wouldn't be on your NBA team. He'll be somewhere else, some player playing in the NBA, not on your team, by using that roster spot for another potential piece you could add. Look, again, I hate excuse makers, and that's what it sounds like, a bunch of excuse to me now. I can't stand that shit.
Diesel, I want to hear your take on that. And speaking of his son, and great take, by the way, he also said that was the greatest moment of his NBA career when he and his son scored 10 consecutive points in that one playoff game. That was the great. I mean, he just spits on everybody he played with. All right, go ahead, Diesel.
He's a sore loser. That sore loser mentality, and he's too worried about his public image in regards to basketball. That's all that is. Him saying all of that stuff. He's always trying to cover for if they have a short stint in the playoffs and that type of stuff. So, man. We've heard it so many times from him. We expect it, and we don't fucking care no more. So just then retire then, bro. Just retire. Because, I mean, what you going to do? He wants to get like $50 million again from the Lakers or something, which they don't want to. If they pay it to him, they absolutely crazy. No other team in the league is going to give him that kind of money to come there and play for a season or possibly two. So, nobody care about him no more, man. Nobody care about all of that stuff he keeps shoving.
Bro, I played at DDE. Now, they went downstate the year after I graduated, so things are starting to trend. But we used to be lucky to finish 500 my whole career there. Different reasons. Players ineligible, coach kicking people off. We had some players coming out of Robbins. But anyway, we used to play some top teams. Summer leagues, spring leagues. We'd play Simeon. We didn't play like good team, Leo. And we never came out of a loss and said, and never said, that team was more talented than us. I'm serious. If somebody talked to me about the game and said, "Man, y'all lost to Simeon in the spring tournament or in the summer league," I never had to say, "Oh, Ben Wilson and all them, they was better than us." That never to Hink's point about excuses, it never comes out of your mouth as a competitor. It's like, man, they played better. We got to play better. We got to make more shots, things like that. But and when you're on a good team, that never comes out of your mouth. You might say, man, we need to get a power forward. But you never say that other team was more talented than us. You might as well spit on the whole locker room's face.
Now, listen, it's because of stuff that he's been saying for these past several years in regards to when seasons don't go the way he wants.
His legacy, yeah.
When you make comments like that, it's like pause for cause. But again, because he said that stuff so much, I don't pay no attention. Like, okay, that's who he is, bro. That's who he is. That's what he's gonna say. Next. All right, yeah. All right, cool. All right, let's see you get on a different team and do better. Or what but he's not the one who's gonna take a league minimum to try to use that money to get players that are as talented.
Well, he won't take the lead. Here's the thing. He wasn't going to take nothing less because the Lakers tried to get him to take something less. Now he understands that people have been saying what I've been saying on this show for 2 years. He should be taking less money if he cared about the talent on the team, taking less money so they can bring more talent in. Now that the narrative is this is what he should do, he's just liable to do it, Diesel, so that he can preserve his legacy.
His head is hard as bluegrasses, okay, when it comes to the SEC. His head is hard as bluegrass.
I can't get a break today, I see.
When it comes to the SEC, you know how bluegrass try to stand on SEC?
Crazy work. This is crazy work.
No matter what, I believe that's how he is. He going to be like, oh, no. Well, he would have preferred that he been the first option and that you was going to Luka and Reeves second and third options and losing games.
That's what he was trying to do. And then it became obvious when he was hurt. That's what they were doing. And it became obvious when he got injured and they was rolling without his ass. That's the only reason he did it. And then he comes out and says, well, I became the third banana and all that. Bro, you were supposed to have done that last fucking season, bro. Like, now he's, and I decided to play power forward. Yeah, bro. It took you 41 years. Other veterans know this shit, man. They would have came to management and said, look, move me down here. If you care about winning. And if I could see that, I don't even watch the NBA no more. You remember me saying it. LeBron should be a point four, and he'd have an advantage going up against those forwards. He can be hacking and grabbing more rebounds and shit and distributing the ball. But he wants to bring the ball up and pound, so he can pad his stats. I'll give him this, y'all. He's the greatest stat padder in the history of the NBA. He's the go-to stat padder. Can anybody disagree with that statement?
You can give him that award every year.
Every year. He's the greatest. Even his longevity is about padding stats. They asked Michael Jordan, why did you retire? Michael Jordan said, man, I didn't want to break Kareem's record because he felt like he'd have been sullying the game because he wasn't playing at his greatest potential. Michael Jordan said that when he first walked away from the game, bro.
Even Barry Sanders, I think, said that about
Payton. Did. About Walter Payton. He did.
But that comes with humility and true love for a game. You see what I'm saying? You don't think that LeBron got humility like that for the game. No. He got
and the team he got around him is a bunch of yes men.
Yeah.
And it's about time for his wife to say, Man, bring your ass home. Your son is in your son is in NBA and you're still playing. That should tell you something.
I read something that she pregnant again, but I don't know if it was true.
Is it his?
Like I said, I read something that said she was
It's
pregnant.
probably
again,
Worldwide West's baby.
but I don't know if
God
that's,
damn.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Probably Worldwide West son while he on the road.
That's some nasty work right there.
Yeah, I know exactly where LeBron's gonna be at all times. Let's send his ass to Palm Springs to do some shit, and then I can be in here working you. All right, let's move on. Allegedly, that's not what my sources are saying. All right, worst NBA teams to be traded to. This was brought up by this was a players vote, right? So you know the players voting on this. Let's see here. And I'm going to bring this up so y'all can see it. Do y'all have any idea before y'all see it what teams will be on this list? Throw out some teams, some cities.
Don't mention nothing in the Southeast. That's for sure.
Man, what is you hate the South, don't you, boy? You want to
live
live in the South so goddamn bad. It's pitiful. But just come on down to the South if that's what you want to do.
Hey,
Diesel, huh?
it's you and your SEC.
So he gonna name his son Mason Dixon, huh?
Ain't it? and the middle name is gonna be Mississippi.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull up these cities.
I get. Now listen, I'm guessing.
Yeah, go ahead.
One or two got to be Memphis.
Memphis
just
is on
guessing.
the list. What else is on
Just
there?
guess. And this is for the NBA, right?
Voted by the players, the privileged
As
players.
worst places to play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. And it's 5 teams or what?
10.
So I guess Memphis, maybe DC. Trying to think of the different cities that we.
Memphis. Does DC have a team? The
The
Wizards.
Wizards, yeah.
Memphis is on there. DC ain't.
Oh, okay. Because DC, because it probably got a lot more going on.
Right, and it's in that
capital
DMV
and all of
area.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see. Worst places to play.
If it's not jumping out at you, you're looking away. This is the type of shit me and Hink be talking about. Hink, you got any?
I ain't hear your black ass saying nothing.
Because we waiting on you to just throw out some names that jump out at you. That was the thing. Any other city?
Well, you got the New Orleans Pelicans. So you got to put them on the list. Of course, you
All
said.
right, yeah.
You
So
said
y'all got
Grizzlies.
Memphis, New Orleans. Who else?
Hey, that's against your religion to say some team down there in the SEC, buddy.
I want to say Orlando Magics probably should be on there.
They
They're
not.
not.
Because
Okay.
people like going to Florida and Disney World.
Right.
So
It's obvious he's not going to go back to Miami. We don't think that's going to happen. But
and the
But
state
it
tax.
ain't about LeBron. This
It's
is
the state tax.
Players voted.
Just
They
Players
like
voted
Southern
on the one
team?
team they don't want to be traded to.
damn. Probably Toronto. I'm sure they should be on there.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know about
What?
Toronto because they
Damn.
got a lot of nightlife.
It's a good city. Right,
Yeah, it's
exactly. You gotta think about these YNs, bro.
It's like back in the state. Cleveland might be one.
Yeah, I'm
Cleveland
sure
might be
Cleveland.
one.
I'm sure.
All right, let's go ahead and pull it up because I'm agreeing with y'all, but Cleveland's not on it.
Damn.
This is the list right here. Memphis
I
is
was gonna
number
say
one.
Sacramento, Utah, yeah, for sure. I'm surprised. Look here,
New York.
I'm surprised Charlotte's on there. I really am.
I'm surprised about Charlotte.
Because I went down
But
to
it's
Charlotte.
low. It's low.
Yeah.
4.2.
But Milwaukee should be higher. I won't deal with them goddamn Ellis and them
But
fat
you know
white
what?
women down in
But it's a stone's
Milwaukee.
throw from Chicago,
It's
which
only
ain't on
an
the
hour.
list. You
Only
can
an
party in
hour.
Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
it's
part
only
of
an
Chicago.
hour.
Go back to them fat women with Parkers on in the diesel like in Milwaukee. Okay, I got you.
Eating the cheese curds and shit. Because you
Somebody-
definitely won't say, can we
somebody-
get
I want some-
FGB
I
out
want
of
some-
you, Hank?
Yeah, FGB all day. Fuck Green Bay.
He definitely won't say that. All right. We're not asking you no more, Diesel.
He wants some rocks-
Good. I
with some-
hope.
with some smothered onions and
Listen.
green
If you
peppers.
don't ask me anymore, that means that somebody's finally chipping the metal out of your damn head
Jesus
like
Christ.
bluegrass.
This is crazy.
Okay?
Man. I'm sick of
You
you.
got the same
I'm about to
kind
get
of
an
metal
EPO out
in
on your
your
black
head.
ass. You're not gonna keep talking crazy to me. I know
Yeah,
that.
just talking crazy.
It's take care.
All right. So New Orleans is on there. I'm surprised about that, too.
Because I figure
Brooklyn.
people like to go to New Orleans and party.
But
You know,
but
but
look,
they
the
do got a
Lakers
lot
is
of
on here.
crime.
Why y'all think that is?
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
The
Cost of
high ass
living? I don't
shit
know.
in
Cost of
LA,
living.
No,
the taxes and shit.
no, LaDoofus.
Oh, LeBron. Yeah, they don't want to
They
play
don't
with
want to
him.
play with LaDoofus
Damn.
and be relegated.
You think he's out the deciding factor, huh?
Yeah, bro. It's no other man, bro.
Damn.
Any other time, everybody wanted to be in LA. Now they on this fucking list, and it's got to be because LaDoofus is gonna have you standing in the corner watching him play basketball, and then complain to the ref when he gets fouled. So then you have to run his lazy old ass back and get back on defense.
Hey, I was right. Washington is number 2, man,
Where?
on that list.
Oh yeah, it does say Washington. But is that? I didn't think DC is Washington, but yeah, this. You know what I mean? But I guess that is DC
If they are mad about playing
because that ain't
Washington, it's
Seattle.
probably no. That's not Seattle. Don't got no team no more.
Yeah, it's gotta be Washington. Yeah, well, you're right. They listed as Washington. Okay, yeah, they number 2. Sacramento, and then New Orleans, Brooklyn. Right, it's close to New York. I don't know why people don't want to play in Brooklyn. Oh, the owner, Dolan.
Owner, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that owner was the Knicks, Dolan.
Oh, it is. It
Knicks.
is the
So
Knicks.
probably just because their franchise ain't set up to win for a long time.
Utah ain't nothing out there. The Mormons. Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte seems like a cool town to live in, and you got money. Portland, I don't see the problem with Portland. Man, you rich. I don't see the problem with none of these cities, but you talking about YNs.
Yeah, they got a different thought process than
Yeah,
we
they
do.
want to go to the club and all that shit. And I ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them. Big ups to the YNs out there.
You notice they didn't pick no team in the state of Florida or the state of Texas because they don't have no state tax. So they give more money if they have to play for them in that state. So San Antonio, Dallas, Houston, Orlando, the Heat, they you don't have to pay no state tax if you playing
Well,
there.
you don't.
Yeah, but they like to
California
talk
too,
about.
No,
Go ahead.
California got state tax.
Oh hell yeah, big tax.
dude.
Big time.
I thought they was included. Okay, my bad.
No,
Mm-mm.
but Diesel, those states, as I was talking to somebody who's from there, those states with no state tax, they
Mhm.
getting their money in other ways.
They are,
Oh,
and most
they
of it comes from taxpayers like us throughout the country to fund programs. Like I'm watching how in Florida how they like trying to put it where some new law that they're trying to pass where you don't pay I don't know if it's property tax or something like that, and you get certain politicians saying, "Well, who the hell you think's going to pay for that stuff? That they're not going to get the funding from those taxpayers, right?" It's like you do. The federal government has to help them with shit like that when they don't tax state tax and all
so
of
the
that
red
stuff.
states on welfare.
It's like indirect that
But
you don't
now, to
see.
your point, yes, those states where you don't have state tax, they pay higher property taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna get you coming and going. Now I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna throw it to you, Diesel, and then we're gonna see if this gets Hink all upset. The NAACP is not attempting to permanently ban the Southeastern Conference.
How much you make off?
Instead, the organization has launched an out-of-bounds boycott campaign urging colored athletes, alumni, and fans, Hink, to withhold support for major Southern college athletic programs. The boycott is an economic protest targeting universities in 8 states: Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. It was
725
initiated in
now.
response to Republican-led redistricting efforts that the NAACP argues weakens colored political representation following legal battles. All right, Diesel, I'll throw it to you. What's your response, and do you agree with this ban?
When
Should
I
the
first
YNs not go?
when I first heard that story,
Uh-huh.
I thought about it and I was like, hey man, we have to do something. And we don't have a lot of options, right?
Uh-huh.
So, because it seems like any case that we get to the Supreme Court, they're not going to vote for it our way. And honestly, quite honestly, just think about it. Just think about it. If you've seen all of those schools and they didn't have no black players on there, would you want to watch them?
No.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But that's basically what they implying. Like, we got power. It's just we got limited power, and here's one of the ways that we can use it. So they asking people
How's
to
that work in real? Say
in real
Hink's son
life.
in real life.
It's
If
it's
one
a
of these SE schools offer
it's an
Hink's
issue
son a
because of
full
money
ride,
now.
what is Hink and his family supposed to do?
No, it's not no full ride no more. It's because of Neil money, which is the
What you mean it's
variable
not no
there.
full ride? They're still giving out scholarships.
Man, scholarships, whatever, right? I'm not dismissing a
You
scholarship.
completely dismiss it. You said it's not no
No,
full
no,
ride
because
anymore.
it's nothing compared to Neil money. Okay?
It's a college
Especially at
education, bro.
You
bruh,
know, the universities are paying
it's
NIL
always
deals.
been
You
it's
realize that now, don't
You're
you?
right.
yes. Yes.
You're right. But it's two-tier. A parent still wants their child
I
to
can
go
get money from the school and the outside. What are
Right.
you talk? I'm doubling down. What are you talking about?
No, listen. You're missing what I'm
All
trying
right,
to
let him
say.
finish his take, and then I'm gonna get
Okay,
into
my
the
bad,
SEC
my bad, my bad.
specials.
PTSD kicked in. My bad.
To me, okay, so what you're gonna do? It's one of the few things that we have leverage wise, and it's just something that they throwing out there. Like, listen, hey, we could do this. Don't go to those schools where they're redistricting and your black folks, the black vote means nothing because you get no representation. They even eliminating your boy in South Carolina, been in Congress forever, Claiborne, his seat. They redrawing it, and he ain't gonna be a congressman no more if they get their way and redraw that stuff. So it's a question you have to ask, and these are some of the few solutions that they throwing out. And the dilemma for me is like, yeah, okay, so you get these kids now because you know those schools got money. So they can afford to offer them more money than the school that you would want them to go to. Or now, again, they're not saying you can't go to one in a different state where redistricting isn't, you're not represented by redistricting. But they're saying don't go to those schools because in those states, this is how they're suppressing the black vote.
But there's only limited scholarships that can be offered. So once the major schools, say if they go into the Big 10, those schools are giving out all these scholarships. Now there's all these SEC schools. What's a parent supposed to do? Send their kid to Flapjack University when they could
Well,
have
they
been
were
at
saying
Alabama
like
playing football?
HBCUs. They were mentioning go to HBCUs. But I think at some point it's a sacrifice if you really want to look at it. Like what you gonna do? Because I'm telling you, it's really not much options left on that stuff. It's really not.
All right. Hink, the SEC bloviator. What's your take on this, bro? And you got a child, you know what I mean, in this situation.
So if Diesel was a spokesperson for trying to convince me as a parent and my 20-year-old son not to go to SEC, he did a piss poor job. I'm gonna let you know right now. Call me a sellout because we about to go. I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. We got to get this goddamn bread. These kids expensive. And every summer he comes home, he up there now, eat me out of house and home. Diesel better kiss my ass. We going. And
Oh,
he gonna
that's
get
why
that goddamn
that's
money.
why he going
He
because
gonna
you
get that
mad because
goddamn
he's
money.
taking all your food. See, that's prime time.
He's taking
Prime,
our food.
prime time.
When that boy eats like a grown ass man, because he's a semi-grown man. He's a young adult. That's what there's a label he got right now. He's a
Listen,
young adult. Now hold on now,
brontosaurus
Diesel. You gotta
burgers,
let me finish, brother.
pterodactyl wings.
Diesel, you got to let me finish, brother. I don't interrupt you too much. Can I get the same respect? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank
You
you.
ain't gonna get the same respect all the time. Just know
Okay,
that.
I would just
All right?
can we do it
Just
today?
know that.
Have a
Just
Memorial
know
Day,
that.
brother. Thank you for your service. But no, there's no way I'm not going to send my son to a Southeastern Conference school. There's no way. I'm my son, my 18-year-old, 19-year-old son is not ready for the political form. He's not even looking to vote as of yet. Now, there some young adults that probably are. He has no interest in that right now. So I'm not going to put that political pressure on my child in order to do that for what? You, my son of a bitches, didn't boycott Target long enough. You son of a bitches don't be boycotting half the shit y'all supposed to be going on. And we talking about grown ass full adults. I remember back in the day, don't buy Tommy, don't buy Nautica. Man, you had Negroes out there doubling down on Tommy. Matter of fact, they bought stock in Tommy and Nautica. They were so again. The hell with a boy. Man, they're not gonna do it. They're not going to do it. I'm not going to put that pressure on my son or anybody else's son or daughter in order to do that. Get what you can while you can, because you don't know it. The strike of a pen could eliminate all of this. So we got to get this bread while we can. This is our form of reparations. Let's get this bread. I want my 40 acres a mule, and so does my goddamn kids.
Well, I'm going to say this before I throw it back to Diesel. My biggest issue with this is the damn NAACP is calling for the boycott. I've tuned them out for so fucking long. It's not even funny. They had a white woman, president of the whole organization, and didn't even know she was white. So an organization like that can't really govern how I'm going to move with my family, right? I think in theory, this could be good, but I don't know what the colleges have to do with the redistricting of the gerrymandering of the districts. I don't know what these universities have to do with it. Now, I could be naive. I'm sure they got power in their states and blah, blah, blah. But there's got to be a different type of boycott that they could be calling for besides we're not going to go to SEC schools. Now you start wondering, are these other conferences paying these shills at the NAACP to put off boycotts like this? Now, to your point about Target, Hank, I'm going to push back. First of all, I didn't fuck with Target, but that was a boycott for DEI.
DEI, yeah.
We're at the bottom of that. So why would I boycott a company that said we're going to no longer hire white women? Why would I boycott that company? Why are black folks boycotting when we were the least to benefit out of all the tiers? White people, Asian people, Hispanics, Hispanic males. We're at the very bottom to have taken advantage of DEI. That was my issue with that. Now, and then if we start boycotting corporations, we can't shop with any one of them because, hand to God, they're all racist and don't like your black ass. Yeah. That's my take.
Well, not only that, Nas, Walmart, we didn't like how they treated their employees. We were supposed to be boycotting. We didn't stick to shit, man. So I'm not going to put our kids in a situation where the NCAA, like you said, now if it depends on how you. Some people are FBA and foundational blacks, and I'm all for it. It's to the point that people outside of our own country is running. Like you said, this Teddy Pink was running NCAA. I got no respect for that shit.
NAACP. I keep doing NAACP.
It too. There's no way. Our Essence Fest, we don't even run that no more. The Africans, they
right.
run it. I don't get out of my face with all this shit.
Right.
Y'all don't really care about us, because if we did, certain things wouldn't be going on and happen. So I can't stick to what y'all trying to stick to.
And guess what, Hank? You would tell your son not to go to Alabama, and they wanted them, and NIL money or not, Diesel. And guess what? Them Nigerians gonna send their kids there. Those Hispanics gonna send their kids there. Those Indians gonna send their kids there. And guess who loses? Us.
And let me tell you this: the vice president's son's gonna be there too. We supposed to be boycotting, but he's sending his son out there to LSU getting that money. What's your son doing? I thought we were boycotting.
And I was, and go ahead, Diesel. We'll give you last word on this.
Well, I mean, all that woofing y'all doing.
I
would expect. Now, listen, again, it's just an idea because they're running out of options to fight this. Now, if you really want to talk about it, look at your people from what's the damn coach? I can't stand his ass. The comment he came out and made about Ole Miss, right? Kiffin, right? He went up there and he's like, no players want to come there when he's trying to recruit because it's in Mississippi, right? But he doesn't make this comment till he becomes the coach at LSU, right? And so it caused a big stir. So, but you hear all these people chiming in, and half of them are saying, a lot of them are saying he's right. Black kids don't be wanting to go there because of their parents is like, no, you're not going to no school in Mississippi, right? So his thing though is he just hating on them because of the recruiting competition or whatever, and that they wouldn't let his ass coach a playoff game. But it's kind of truth to that. It's some truth to that. Kids don't want to go there or whatever. Okay, but you'll take these kids to come there to play for you, and I just think it's something that you would have to look at and consider. And you can say whatever you want. Like, oh, yeah, the money, I'll take the money. That's sellout type shit. You just go take the money, run, get yours or whatever. To me, that's sellout like type of mentality. I get it, though. If you're hungry and you're starving and somebody come and lay a stack of money in your face like this, hey, a bird in the hand.
But how is boycotting a college going to affect what the government's doing, bro?
Here's the thing. If you quit, when I asked the first question, if there are no black players on any of them schools, are you going to watch them play?
No.
That's the whole thing. They know that the quality of product or that athlete, black folks playing that game is better. You can fill it up with some Hispanics and whites.
So the lawmakers, so you're saying the Republican senators and congressmen will say, damn, the SEC's numbers is down. Let's go ahead and get these niggas, let's go ahead and gerrymander. That's all I'm saying.
It's all about hurting the pocketbook. And that's a way that you indirectly would be able to do it. It's an idea, bro. It's just
I get it, but I mean, let's be more effective. Let's just say we're not going to pay our taxes.
But then come up with ideas and send that shit to them and let them know.
Let's just say we all file exempt in those states and don't give them no money.
So yeah, you file exempt, they're going to come and get your ass though when it's time. Well,
then you're a sellout if you don't file exempt. Then let them come
get you. We decided to do. We're going to let a lot of families suffer because we want some type of political action that we should have been dealing with way before this. It comes down to this. This is our last resort. So we're gonna affect these kids from, you talking about over 80-something kids on the football team, 15 on each basketball team between the girls and the boys, the softball, the baseballs, the Olympic sports.
And then his son gets the degree.
You want us to all suffer.
And his son gets the degree, and then his grandson's gonna get the degree too, because that's how it goes. It's generational.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's just an idea that they're throwing out. As far as because there aren't many.
I didn't know you was a card-carrying member to the NAACP.
I'm not. It's an idea. It's just an idea, and it ain't necessarily just from them.
That idea should have never left the office.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Because they're supposed to be about education. So if right,
it wasn't just the NAACP. It was plenty. When they said that statement, there were other people and groups backing that statement up. And just for the record, that Target boycott did work. That thing led by Pastor Jamal.
That got black folks hired or more white women?
No, it got them to pay like I forget how much money they lost. It hit them in the it was in the billions.
Yeah,
how much money they lost?
But that doesn't. What I'm saying, it doesn't benefit us.
Let me stop.
But we'd have to. We could have a whole different show about that.
I wouldn't support a pastor who promotes the homosexualism lifestyle. Ain't no goddamn way he could say shit to me.
Shit, nothing. A pastor ain't even supposed to be involved in politics.
Well, they got to live too, right?
Yeah, okay. Well, I ain't got no problem with them being politics. But when
they gotta live too, so whatever
when they
do,
promote abominations like that.
What you mean they gotta live too? They supposed to be in politics?
Life affects you in general. So if all your people at your church is coming to you,
that's not what the Bible say, Diesel.
Okay.
What do you mean? What? That's what
he said. Who cares?
right. That's what they supposed to be talking about. That's what I want to hear from my pastor. I don't want to hear my pastor's politics, bro. I don't want to hear my pastor's politics in church, bro.
Oh my God. What was Dr. King? He was a pastor, right?
He wasn't in church. I wasn't in his church.
He was in churches all the time. Churches ran him out of the South. He had to come up here.
Ran him out.
What are you talking about?
There you go. But I wasn't in his church.
All right, listen. Go to the next subject because we could argue about this different shit.
FGB. Can I get that while you're giving orders? Can I
You
get
can
an
get
FGB?
FJF1 and anybody
God damn. He'll say F a black man, but not a
Of course he
a
will.
white
metal
city.
type of head.
But he loves the black
Just
pastors
like
and
that bluegrass
NAACP.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
wants-
I knew he was high yellow.
Look, hey, he wants my
Look at
son
this.
to miss out on this bread, but
No. Oh my God.
because the only color we
my
care
God.
about is green over here. So he
Right.
wants us to miss out on that. But
I'm sure that's all you care about. That's the only
That's
color
not
you
the whole
care
thing,
about.
but that's just it's a good point. It's a good starting point. I'm just saying, Diesel.
Yeah.
There's no way I would tell my kids or anybody else's son. I would tell little Diesel, man, F them.
Right.
Come to the SEC. Come down here.
Diesel,
to
would you feel the same if they was talking about boycotting the
Kent
Big
State
Ten?
University and get this little $1 million? But I could go.
Yeah, if it was
Diesel don't like the SEC.
Ole Miss.
If it was the Big Ten,
and I
if it
could
was
get
the Big
$5 million
Ten,
a year.
he
but I'm
wouldn't
only
feel
gonna
that
get
way.
I
$10
like-
million in Kent State.
I like how this Blumberclot American flag wearing head always speaks for what he thinks I like.
He called him a bumper clock. God
Yeah.
damn.
He don't know
always-
what it means. He's a
I know what the fuck it
window
means.
licker.
Take your Rastafarian ass to Jamaica for a weekend or something.
This is crazy.
He's high yellow. He
Down
don't know what
here.
these words mean.
Hold on. You fought for our freedoms to be able to do these things, but now
Correct.
you want us to just to take a pay cut?
Listen. What is freedom? Right?
The freedom for my son to go whatever school he
That's
wants.
you just
and not
talking
to
about
be-
your son.
but not to be my
You
son
ain't
and a
talking
lot
about
of
your
other
son.
kids.
But he just said he would do it for your son too.
Yes, I
He
said
just
little
said that.
Diesel. I wouldn't tell him to go to Kent State.
I'm
to go
saying
to PW.
what
You
they're
go
presenting.
you go to a PWI and get $5 million.
What they're
why
presenting.
take that pay cut?
Listen, I ain't say you had to do it. I said that what they're doing is
And that would
coming
leave
up
more
with
money for
options.
Lil Hink to give to the church that
You
you're talking
goddamn
about.
right. You call
So-
him a sellout.
so your
You
pastor
said,
can
he's
eat.
a sellout. If you
No,
you
that
a
would be
sellout.
him
You
talking
call
about
Lil Hink a
get
sellout.
all
Let me
the
call
money
my
you
son.
can
I'm
get.
sick of this.
That's
Let me call
what
Lil
them
Hink up.
crooked pastors say. Give me all the
Uncle
money you
Diesel
can get.
called
If
you
you
a
ain't
sellout.
giving $100, then you got to get out the
Crazy.
church. This type of shit.
All right, you guys, we belabored this topic, but I knew this was going to get Hink going because you're talking about banning the SEC.
Never go against the SEC.
No, he ain't never.
Well, SEC's powerhouse, baby. Shout out to the SEC.
Look at the drop dead gorgeous. Now this is Tom Brady. He's on the catwalk, debuting Gucci fashion show. You were talking about the feminization earlier, the rainbow stuff going on in churches.
God damn.
Bro, I went to the church. The church is called Sweet Holy Spirit. Sweet
That's all
Holy
you need to
Spirit.
hear. You should have walked away as soon as you read the title.
Bro, it's a big church on the south side. And my wife was going, so I'm like, all right, let me go see what this is about. And when I got in there,
Like the devil's playground, wasn't it?
bro, there was it was just so many sweet. I mean, all of them was sweet. And because I'm there, now they think I'm sweet. I'm like, man, if you don't get I'll whoop your ass in this church.
Guilty by association, bro.
Yeah.
You fit right in there, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh,
The
don't do that.
pews is-
Diesel, don't do that.
The
Don't do
pews
that,
was
Diesel.
pink.
Sweet Jeremiah Mercer. There
It was a
he is,
light
y'all.
purple. It was a light purple pink. So I'm sitting in there and I remember telling one of the deacons, I'm like, if you won't let the guys come in here with their hats ace deuce, right? You know what I'm saying? But you let these sweet ones come in here doing all this and that and wearing lipstick and skirts. I got a problem with that. I'd rather see the young men come in here with their hats ace deuce, right? You know what I'm saying? Over this shit.
God.
They didn't listen. And I stopped going.
Hey, boy, I bet the director of his music was sweeter than sweet all.
It was sweet. The pastor was sweet. They said he was anointed. He was anointed in his ass. Now, back to sweet.
They had Mercer going around collecting the buckets.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
All right. Here we go. But this is the emancipation of the humiliation of Tom Brady. This is the GOAT. What's you guys' take on the GOAT, on the Gucci fashion show with this little number on?
Yeah, I was gonna say if you seen him on that Kevin Hart roast, he started wearing that leather pants then. So I'm not surprised by this full getup he's got going on. Was he trying to Grease 3? Is that what he's trying out for? Grease 3?
He looks like one of the figurines you got behind you.
Oh, god damn. Shout out to, I got a new one. Blade. Shout out to him.
Oh, you got Blade?
Yeah, I got
Let me see. Hold on. We gotta get that on the big
I gotta
screen.
gotta get the black figurine. You always gotta support the black figurine.
Oh, you got the color.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pro black around here.
You look like one of them Reapers.
Here we go. God damn, man.
The
We
Reaper
can't have a good
strain.
time without these. He was one of them kids that won't come over
The Reaper strain.
and take the ball and just try to bullet people with his old 5'2" ass.
The Reaper strain. That's what.
Diesel, I know you're still touching yourself after looking at Tom Brady, but can you give us your take on this?
Well, if
I showed that picture of Tom Brady, he got quiet as hell.
that's the same outfit you wore to that church you went to, sweet whatever.
Oh Lord, y'all
Yeah.
need to
Holy
stop
Spirit.
this. Y'all need to stop this. Y'all need to
Yeah.
stop this.
He went around carrying that bucket in that all black outfit.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
and the only thing was in that bucket, they wasn't putting money, they were putting condoms in that bucket.
Oh Lord, y'all crazy as hell.
use condoms, huh, bro? They like, we can't get no men to come in here. You wonder why,
They're playing the weather girls, in the
bro? And then they
background.
was telling the sister, you can't be wearing that up in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, leave her alone. What's wrong with y'all? leave her alone. All right, but look at the comments. That's nice. I'd buy it if I could afford it. Oh God, he looks like Team America. Durka. Tom of Finland vibes. The man, Tom Brady, the GOAT, styling and profiling. Now we got a lady here that says, I think she's getting zesty vibes. And then don't show this to Charles Barkley.
Yeah, he's a big Tom Brady fan anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, and
He might be a little disappointed in old Tom.
I don't know.
Yeah, I look.
Barkley be zesty.
I'm not. Look, unfortunately, it's sad that this is going on, but this is normal. This is our new normal now. So
Yeah, but they didn't put him in a skirt like they put our young men in.
give it time.
They don't do that to white men. Even if he wanted to, they won't let him.
Hey,
Did you see what's his name with that big ass purse? He played for the Knicks. Cat. Big Cat.
Yeah.
Carried a big ass purse to the game, bro. A big ass purse.
You sure it wasn't a backpack?
No.
I'm
It
trying
was
to
a
help
purse, bro.
I tried to help him. My bad. There's nothing I can do for you, bro.
I mean,
What'd you say he had in that purse?
that's what I'll be wondering what you got in your purse. You remember they had I think we showed it on here. They had D Wade on that blog, what you carry in your bag, what you got in your purse, and we covered it on here. Let me see, D Wade, what you got in your purse, and he did it. He had lip balm and shit in there,
God damn, this is mad. This is crazy.
and he wondered why his son is a trans fat, because daddy was walking around carrying a purse. Okay, here it is. And I think this air quotes, I think. I know maybe somebody else did it after air quotes, but it's got 6,000 views. We're going to run this real quick and then move on.
I was wearing it across my body. There we go. Look at
Wait,
that.
are y'all in Paris?
Yeah, you know,
That's
Fashion
like-
Week, Fashion Week.
That's like schoolgirl chic or something right there.
Yeah, listen, I don't understand. Like, men, we normally have to put our wallets and our phones and our money
Here's
and
his
everything
reason,
in our
Hank.
pockets. Look, I pay a lot for these clothes. I am not trying to walk out like that. So
Yeah.
now I get to put stuff in the
Oh,
bag.
here's your merce.
See, this is my travel bag right now. This is my travel merce right here.
By the way, your travel merce is nice.
I got a lot of things in there. One of the most important things in here is I got my Jen and Friends
friendship bracelet.
He's got his friendship
Organized.
bracelet.
Like I said, I got a little touch of OCD, but I
Look at his nails.
got a lot
Wait,
of
do
things
you
in there.
have a stylist or you dress
I
yourself?
never noticed
No,
that.
I don't have time to dress myself. I have an amazing stylist,
Yeah.
Jason Bowden. Shout out to Jason
Well,
Bowden.
He don't
I
have
think
time
I'm
to
so
dress
lucky
I ain't got
because
time to
you're
dress
very
himself.
Hey, Bluegrass got one of those.
A merce?
He
Don't
keeps
do
all
that.
his SEC
No, don't do that.
paraphernalia
We
in those
don't-
bags.
Yeah. There's a few cities in the South that's questionable, but I tell you one that's not right here. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
chic and you have to,
Yeah,
look at that merce, y'all. Look
She's
at that
just
merce.
treating his whole life.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I've been carrying a merce for a
she's
very
pumping
long
his
time.
Look
sissy
at
ass up, ain't she?
Ain't she? Ain't she? And he don't even
God.
see it, bro. His wife should have came out
I've been
there.
carrying a Merce for a very long time.
Look at this.
Why she gonna come out
Where
there and
y'all
hand
find
him a
these
different
photos?
color?
I know.
She
I
right
was wearing
along
it across
with
my
that.
body. There we go. Look at
Wait,
that.
are y'all
She
in
right
Paris?
along.
Look at this bag.
That's
Fashion
like-
Week, Fashion Week.
That's like schoolgirl chic or something right there.
Yeah, listen, I don't understand. Like, men, we normally have to put our
They won't do this to white men. This is what I'm telling y'all.
wallets and our phones and our money and everything in our pockets. Listen, I pay a lot for these clothes. I am not trying to walk out like that.
Yeah.
So now I get to put stuff in the
Oh,
bag.
here's your Merce.
See, this is my travel bag right now. This is my travel Merce
Man.
right here.
By
This
the way,
is
your
crazy.
travel Merce is nice.
I got a lot of things in there. One of the most important things in here is I got my Jen and Friends
friendship
bracelet.
bracelet.
I'm very organized. Like I said, I got a little touch of OCD. but I-
LSU bracelet. Yeah, you got LSU.
I don't know, but how you
why
got
would you-
that little ass friendship bracelet if he can't fit it? He's supposed to be wearing the shit. If my daughter made me a friendship bracelet, I'd be like, baby, make
This
it
is
bigger
crazy.
so I can fit it and I can wear the shit. I'm not gonna put it in my purse.
This is crazy.
Got him a Tennessee bracelet.
These titty pinks introduced that lifestyle to us, and we ran with this bullshit. This is
Who
crazy.
introduced it to us?
The titty pinks.
You're right. Look at his hands. That's what you were saying, bro. I didn't even notice that first few times I saw this video.
You have a stylist or you dress yourself?
No, I don't have time to dress myself. I have an amazing stylist,
Yeah.
Jason Bolden. Shout out to Jason
Well,
Bolden.
I mean, I kind of felt like you must because you're very chic and you have to,
Yeah,
look at that Merce, y'all.
this.
Who was the topper, him or LeBron?
Oh man. Hey, but you know most of them male stylists, they south of the equator.
Yeah.
Look at that
You calling
Merce.
the stylist? I think that was his lover.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't know
been
about
carrying a
all
Merce
that.
for a
I
very
just know
long time.
Look at
most
this.
male stylists I see.
Well, where y'all find these photos?
He talking about where y'all find these photos. Bitch. Bitch, if you cared, you wouldn't be out here in the public with this shit.
On your goddamn IG.
Right. On your wife's IG.
I was wearing it across my body. There we go. Look at
Wait,
that.
are y'all in Paris?
Yeah,
That's like-
Fashion Week, Fashion Week.
All right, I
That's
think
like-
we saw it all twice. All right, let's get off of that. All right. Yeah, we all said it. All right, we got some shy YNs. I sent this to Ace because his son is a freshman, and he'll be going to prom one day soon. You ain't got to worry about this, Hank, because your boy's already.
We done.
Yeah, he already did all that.
Yeah,
Now
we
look
working
at
on
prom.
college graduation now.
Look at prom in Chicago, bro.
Mm.
These the YNs. I've been hearing about this for a couple years. Diesel, he see these kids. He too scared to say something to them because he think they're gonna jump on his high yellow ass and like, fuck you, old man. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't do that shit to a nigga like me because you know what I'm saying. They'd be like, yeah, you right.
No, of course
They'd
not.
be like,
That's why
Honk, you right.
They catch his ass slipping every time he goes up there to the damn shop right there. And he said, "Oh yeah, they stepped to me up there at that shop, man. They set tripped on me. yeah. That don't happen to me. That happened to you.
What the hell are you talking about? What shop?
Hey, your smoke shop.
They
You go to
never
your
said.
smoke shop. The hell if you didn't. Hey, homie, where you from? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta stop looking in them windows.
Ah, see, that's what's wrong with you. All that shit.
You talking about out here in LA?
Yeah, what you think I'm talking about, fool? That shit universal.
I ain't never got set tripped on in LA.
That's a cap. That's a fucking cap.
This guy's just making shit up.
You see, he done smoked so much shit he don't remember half the shit he tell you. See,
No.
that's what's wrong with him.
All right, well, give me some more details since you're bloviating.
No, I'm not gonna give you no details. You gonna remember, and then you be like, "Oh, I know what he's talking about.
This guy, he's retarded.
I know what he's talking about."
He's literally retarded.
You
And
got
it's
an
gonna be
edible
worse.
that's done washed away
You
5
better-
years of his fucking memory.
You better all
That's-
hope you don't get dementia, because you're gonna be a piece of work. Because retarded with dementia, that's just gonna be sad story. All right, let's move on. No, it wasn't no. Never been set trip on.
See,
And
look,
nobody-
now he's remembering. Now
And
he's remembering.
nobody touched me, and it wasn't a weed
No,
shop.
I ain't have to touch you.
And it wasn't a weed shop. You just blow. It was a liquor store.
Oh,
No.
okay.
The motherfuckers knew better.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right, this is the video I'm trying to play here. All right. Shy YNs. This is Prime in Chicago. And Diesel's not gonna do nothing about it. can you see this shit, Hink? Look at this guy's shoes. This young man, that's his prom date next to him. I blocked him to protect the innocent. Look at the guy's shoes. And this is what they're wearing in Chicago, bro. And if you try to run away from the police or another YN, you won't even be able to keep your balance. Look at the bozo shoes next to him.
It's raining on prom night.
All right, that's what we got. Any commentary, y'all? Can't hear you, Hank.
I'm saying, we'll say Diesel. I'm giving OG a floor. See what he got to say about this. You talking about the South? I got to defend the South. You got to defend the Midwest.
Yeah, he don't. Yeah, right. He's sitting there quiet
he
now.
Got them, shit. Listen, you see, I see y'all in cahoots together.
There you go.
So you get on one. Here come the other one. The hat ain't back.
Okay.
He's still thinking about that Tom Brady picture. Hank.
He gonna. Hey, he got them
he's
shoes.
over drooling like with old goddamn dogs and shit.
Hey, he got them shoes imported from Louisville, where they make derby hats and shoes. That's what he got. That shit came straight from
Seriously though, Diesel, what's up with the YNs in Chicago wearing? And the shoes are getting bigger and bigger.
They got all kinds of weirdo shit. I ain't never seen. I'm seeing people putting up pictures of their kids with proms and. I was like, oh, this weirdo. I'm like, all right, that's y'all kids.
Now you don't claim them.
The weird ways they do math now at school, all that shit done changed, bro.
Now you don't claim them. Okay,
I'm serious, bro.
They ain't my kids. I ain't got no kids.
I can't see. I can't see.
My fucking kids.
Bro, I ain't came across one like that yet.
He said fuck them kids.
With shoes that big, bro. Bro, that shit crazy. Like, seriously, I wouldn't have wanted to wear that on the South Side, Diesel, for one. Not even if it was a style. Don't have nothing to do with people clowning me. But sometimes you might have to fight or flight. You can't fight or flight in them big-ass shoes, bro.
If gunfire break out, good luck trying to run for shelter. Because there's no way. You might got a chance to get away if you jumped in some water, because it might give you some flipper-type traction, but trying to run like that in some shoes like that, no sir. I wouldn't even let. If I had a kid, I'm not letting my kid wear no shoes like that
out the house.
No,
and it's easier. So they used to take shoes back in the day. They never got mine, but it's easier for old niggas to come take your shit. You wearing shoes they size.
They not gonna take your shoes if you come out with some shoes like that. If anything, they'd be like, "That's a stupid motherfucker, right?" just let him be. Let him be, man. Let him be.
They had to be like a size 14, 15.
Cookie the Clown, Homie the Clown. I mean, like,
yeah, they're looking like bozo.
But them YNs, they'll pull a pistol out their purse, out their purse, and start shooting at your ass.
One with the bang sign, pop out the gun, and the other one a real 9mm.
That's crazy.
Like, bro, I didn't think that was a real gun. I thought the bang sign was about to come out. Oh, you serious and shit? They stumping you out. You laughing. Big ass shoes stumping me. All right, Hink, what's your take on it, bro?
Hey, unfortunately, man, I watched this channel. I follow this person where they did a whole stream of people and how much they would spend and invest into these prom dresses and outfits and attires and renting these luxury cars, for hours on end. One lady said she spent $10,000 on her child's prom. I said, what type of heebie-jeebie is this? I said, 10,000.
10,000.
I said, I hope your child has a college tuition paid for full. Or at least have an academic or athletic scholarship to help offset. Something's got to give.
Even with all that,
it could be invested into the future of something else, even if they don't go to college.
Man, that's a down payment on a house.
And it don't matter to you if you're a millionaire.
I mean,
a multi-millionaire.
Even
then, I wouldn't do it. But I'm just saying, what the hell is wrong with you?
A multi-millionaire shouldn't be making an investment like that. Why?
That's why Mayweather is broke with that mindset.
Crazy. No way. No.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah, I mean that money could be put away in the dowry for emergency funds. You know, maybe the girl get married one day, and you can have something to put forward. But man, they running up credit cards, Hank. Don't believe that they paying for all this shit out of pocket.
Oh well, we already know. And then
And now they in debt.
they'll be
And
homeless
now they
by
in
by
debt.
the end of next month. Yeah.
Then when the bill collector call, they're gonna be flashing out at the bill collector. I took my baby to prom.
Right. Y'all just gonna have to wait.
Bro, a helicopter came and got one of these motherfuckers, bro.
Jesus Christ.
A helicopter. It wasn't in Shy. A helicopter landed, and it was a big problem. Landed. It was in the suburbs though. Shy landed at the school at the wherever prom was. Created a big problem because the helicopter shouldn't be landing in that area.
Yeah.
You sending your kid to prom in a fucking helicopter.
That stuff is universal throughout the country, man. It's not just Chicago, suburbs. It's all throughout cities throughout this country. It's like it's a whole different mentality, man. I
Yeah,
don't
but I
know.
bet Hank never seen one of them kids wearing them bozo shoes like that walking around Louisville.
Nah,
Nah.
they coming out there and they down south where they love them gators, man, and them square toe leathers. You know what I'm saying? That's what they wearing.
Yeah, in Chicago, all of a sudden they start wearing sneakers with suits.
They got a lot of patent leather, like Air Force Ones and Jordans that are like made supposedly for when you wearing suits now. Like, what? Like,
Yeah, and they're gonna be wearing them to job interviews and wondering why they're getting turned down.
Shit. I don't know, bro, because it's like some of them people who interview, they might have that type of stuff on. So it's like, welcome. It's like, welcome.
Ace said, when I was texting him on the thread about it, he said his son ain't into that. So I was like, all right, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the project, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Diesel, because I'm not in shot. I'm wondering if it's the little poor kids all doing that, the gang members, or is it but like you said, it leaks. It leaks
It's
though.
all over, man.
Then the other kids start doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I don't know where they got it from.
I don't know
where they got it.
Yeah. All right. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice has been sentenced to serve 30 days in jail after testing positive for the weed in violation of the terms of his probation for his role in a crash that left multiple people injured on the Dallas highway 2 years ago, which recovered. So all he had to do was stay off the dope, and he didn't. So now he has to literally serve 30 days in jail. Rashee Rice, I know Justin Fields is pissed. You know what I'm saying? His number one option might not be available. What's y'all take on this?
He's hanging on by a string in the thread, man. They might, the Chiefs been overlooking a lot of stuff for him, but he might get cut. He might find himself on the outside looking in if you keep getting into trouble. And I don't know if the league can do something to him again because they already gave him his suspension for the incident that he's on probation for. But then you violate the probation, you subject to get weed of all stuff, bro. Like like what are you doing? Man, to me that's like, of course you blame him, but who's his team? Who's his friends and family that he's got around him that keeps allowing you don't allow something like that. Now, again, he's his own man, so, he may just have a problem. But if I'm one of his boys,
your scenario is you're an athlete, me and Hank and Ace and all us hanging around, we passing weed around, you reach for it, and then we could say, nah, bro, we got you, but nah, you ain't doing this. That ain't gonna stop you from going into the dispensary on your own or and grabbing your own shit. Nobody can control that.
He his own man. So like that's why I say you don't really know what, but I wouldn't even be around no dudes about to smoke some weed because you catch the contact and you can piss bad off of that. So nah, bro, nah.
Well, look, man. Unfortunately, he's shown that he has questionable decision making ever since. So I'm not surprised by nothing in the news. This just come out talking about he failed the test. I'm not surprised, but it's because your decision making is very questionable. You can tell about what the girlfriend you chose, who continue to get into altercations with domestic violence situation. Something said you should have got away from it then, but you didn't, and now you're in the situation you had to suffer your suspension last year. So now, part of that was your drug usage. You could not be testing positive for any type of drugs or brown and nothing like that. But you choose to do that. Why? Because your decision making is questionable and bad. I'm not surprised by this. Unfortunately, this man's gonna have to suffer. He's gonna have to suffer for real, and that means actually go behind bars and do his time in order to learn a lesson. Some people gotta touch that hot stove. You can't just tell them it's hot. They actually gotta touch it. So touch that hot stove, brother, and hopefully you learn from this lesson. That's all I can say about that one.
He gonna find himself out the league within a year if he
If
make
he gets
one more
cut,
mistake.
are you interested in put him under Ben Johnson's tutelage and let Big Dick Dennis Allen scare the shit out of him?
I mean, you could, because it's gonna be his last hurrah, and you can tell him, listen,
he a
man.
wide receiver, ain't he? Ain't he a
Yeah.
wide receiver?
Yeah, but Dennis Allen, he's the slave. He's the team slave master.
Okay.
Yeah. He likes to put those bucks to work. He have him doing up, downs, and burpees. He the motherfucker you don't fuck with in the organization.
Yeah, I would give him a chance, but I'm telling him, this your last hurrah, bro.
So you will give him a chance. What about you, Hank? You gonna let him come poison your locker room?
No, I'm good.
Well, he ain't gonna poison the locker room because he gonna know one wrong move.
Yeah, I don't even want to have that conversation with him. We don't need him.
He's already had that conversation though, Diesel.
And it's obvious he didn't listen. Because
the judge told his ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna lock you up.
Him.
That shit's supposed to put the fear, man. He must want to go in there and take showers with.
Now the judge gonna have to follow through with his threat.
Oh, the judge is 30 days.
Yeah, he's getting 30 days. He already done sentenced him.
Well,
30
okay,
days.
Cool. Sit in there and think about it. See, coaches used to tell you that pine, that's a good deterrent.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah,
and so he's gonna sit on that pine.
Splinters in your ass. You're sitting on that pine for so many games.
Yes, sir. So be it. If that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Don't have your mama, your daddy calling me, trying to telling me some stuff. Well, he's a good child.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, well, we thought so too, and we gave him a chance, but he showed he didn't.
We drafted.
He can't live up to the potential. Now we can't. So now your son's got to do his time. I'm sorry, man.
Wasn't it a reason why he slipped in the draft? Was he having problems in college? Do y'all know?
Yeah, he was at Texas. He played at Texas.
Yeah. They took a chance on him.
And Diesel, it's Texas before they came to SEC, so don't try to put that on us now. Don't.
Oh, I already know.
I know you was thinking about it. I know. I seen that look in your eye. That crazy look in your eye. I had to say it.
Yeah, he went to SMU.
No, it was
Southern
Methodist. It was Big 12.
Okay,
Big 12.
I thought he was at Texas. Okay.
Yeah, Southern Methodist, but it is in Texas.
Shout out to the brothers from Texas.
Yeah. Free Rashi Rice. Would I take him? Diesel, I'd probably give him a chance. But, I don't believe in all that old culture shit that we pushing, me personally. So I might get a brother a third chance. But like you said.
I mean, if he happened to get to us, if he got cut, and for some reason we were able to
bring
get
him in on the cheap.
For the cheap, I'd be like, look, man, it's your last hurrah. You either do it or you don't. Next stage, and he's out the league. So
I think he's going to be on the sheet because he's still up under the rookie contract, ain't he? I don't think he.
I think so.
That's the only reason why they ain't cut his ass yet. Because you got clauses in your contract. This shit guaranteed to a point. You can't go out there and pistol whip one of our fans and think you're gonna get paid your check. All right, most NFL primetime games. This is something I wanted to show y'all, and I just want to discuss. If y'all think y'all like how this was broken down, where is this at? NFL most. There we go. Primetime games. All right. Shout out to Karen. We got a graphic here. What do y'all think? All right. Starting at the bottom, the Jets, the Raiders. I would have gave the Raiders a primetime game, but I would have done it at the end of the season when that rookie quarterback, who they said is looking good in OTAs and the shorts and the T-shirts. Tennessee, the Dolphins, and the Cardinals have 0 primetime games. Y'all have any issues with not seeing them on national TV?
None at all. Good choice, NFL.
I think Tennessee. You'd like to see. Oh boy, was #1 pick last year, so you'd like to see him a game or so on the national thing. It's his
Some of the
second
color.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him another year or two, then we'll bring him out. But right now, hell no, we good.
What about the guy out of Indiana? Y'all don't want to see him?
Oh,
Mendoza.
that's another thing. The
No,
Raiders to
no.
me, and this is before they start doing Thursday night, Sunday night, all that. Raiders for a long time had the winningest record on Monday Night Football. So it's like tradition that they would get games every year on Monday night.
Didn't they have a black coach that was getting that? It was the black coach's record, but they turned it
Was it
into
Art
a
Shell?
Raiders record. Yeah. Art Shell.
Sure. Yeah. But I always liked the fact that they showed them, but for them not to have no games, that's kind of weird.
So they changed the rule. Remember, every team had to have at least one national TV game. And I like the fact that they don't do that no more. All right. Now, you got Cleveland, Handy J, Deshaun Watson. They're saying it looks like he's going to be the starter over Shedeur Sanders. And then you got the Saints. Y'all want to see either of them on national TV more frequently?
Maybe about 3 games. I say about 3 games for Cleveland. The Saints, I'm not. One is I think is perfect for them.
You saying because Cleveland's got the guy breaking defensive sack records, stuff like that?
Well, I just want to see how
If
this Deshaun and Shedeur situation gonna work out. Yeah, that's what I prefer to see.
If Shadeur's playing, it's more exciting to watch.
Then Handy J?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, he's more exciting, man. The man only played, a half a season in the NFL?
But if Deshaun came out on fire, that'd be a good story.
Well, his salary alone says they're gonna have to play him.
Everybody keeps saying that, but he had that salary. They ain't been playing his ass.
Yeah.
Well, we know why he didn't play last season though.
He was hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I mean, you look. I would like to see about 3 games from him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple Thursday nights and maybe one Sunday.
Yeah, at least 2 games for Cleveland, at least.
What about the Saints?
1 game. 1 game is fine.
Yeah, I think it's fitting for them.
Yeah, I agree with all of that. I say 1 game for them. The only difference, the Raiders, I would have had them have 1 game towards the end of the season, maybe a rivalry game. All right, the Colts are the only ones with 2. They got Danny Dimes at the helm. I don't know who else they got. So y'all cool with that?
We got Taylor, Jonathan Taylor,
running back.
Yeah, and then they got the tight end that y'all wanted, Tyler Warren.
We wanted him.
Well, somebody said they wanted.
That was Ace in the hole.
That was Ace. Ace don't like polls.
Yeah, no,
it's one thing not to like him, but he's got a hatred for Ryan. I think if Ace saw Ryan Poles, he'll whoop his ass, and Ryan Poles won't even know why.
You see him in the streets, he gonna take him down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Colts is 2. 2 is fine. 2 is fine for them.
You good with that too, Dizo?
Yeah, that's just about right for what they should get.
Right. Y'all glazing for the NFL. All right, here we got. Let's make Karen. Can you make that a little bigger? We want to be able to see this. All right, here we got number 3. Panthers. The Bake Show, Tampa Bay. You got that quarterback Herbert, Drop Dead Gorgeous in San Diego. You got the Broncos, who made a hell of a push. And got great defense. The quarterback's ankle should be good. And who is this? The Jaguars, Drop Dead Gorgeous quarterback. And you got Joe Burrows. And then you got Atlanta with our compensatory picks. So any of these that you would want to see less, let's start with less on national TV.
Oh, yeah, first one, the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's overrated.
He's box office.
For who?
All right. I'm just listening to Stephen A. Smith.
The overrated ass.
The one team I would probably the Jacksonville Jaguars, probably the first one that
they went to the playoffs, bro. They was 13-4 or some shit last year.
But we know one year they're good, next year they ain't shit. We won't know about them. They won't be in the playoffs. You know, they
I'm
should be
thinking
dominating a division that is
uh,
really wide open for
of
some.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm good.
Panthers are not exciting. Nah, they be winning ugly.
See,
So
but I beg to differ, man.
they
Carolina's
they win, but it be winning ugly. It don't be, I'm like, it be
I
like
don't know,
ugly
man.
games, man.
I like what Carolina's putting together, though, man. So I would like to see maybe them another game, maybe 4 or 5 games.
Oh man,
Damn.
The Chargers, I would like to see the Chargers and maybe the Bengals.
Well, the Chargers will be more healthy, and they got
Yeah.
Harbaugh, and they got a good
his,
quarterback.
his crooked ass. I don't see. I
Well,
want to
he
see.
ain't cheating. He
I
ain't
want to
winning.
see. I want to see him, and I like to see him when he loses.
I'd like to see the Bengals
I
maybe
love to see him on primetime games and get his
when he
ass
loses.
whooped. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Damn,
Love it.
damn.
Can't stand him, man.
That man could have been your coach. You talking like this? This is
Hey,
crazy.
I would have been going in on that motherfucker, man. I didn't want no parts of
I
him.
want.
Ain't
I
never
didn't have a
wanted.
problem with
I
him,
ain't liked
but
him when he
I
was the
wanted
Bears
him.
quarterback.
I
I ain't
wanted him
like him
before
when
he
he
went to
became a
Michigan.
head coach.
Mhm.
Everywhere he went, he done something to fuck up that organization, and he never gets held accountable. He hurry up and runs to the next place. Fuck Harbaugh. Fuck him.
Well,
Can't stand him.
that's not true.
He
They
didn't
held him
mess up
accountable in
San
Michigan. He didn't
Francisco's
get the champion.
organization.
He didn't get to
The
coach in the
fuck if he
championship game in
didn't.
Michigan.
Man, listen, he got that whole university fucked up and he ain't paid one accountable dime.
San
He
Francisco
didn't
is
get the
not a
coach.
university.
He didn't get the coach, man.
Man, no. Do you? I don't even want to get
If
into
he
it.
don't get the coach, he don't get paid. You realize that,
Listen,
right? He didn't get
listen.
paid for them games.
I understand that.
All right.
That motherfucker screwed over that university. His fucking recruiting shit
How did he
fucked
screw the
him over,
Niners?
man. He was into. Listen, everywhere he's been. Remember, he was at Stanford. He gets into it with the top of the organization
Yeah,
for
but
whatever reason.
he said, how did he screw over the 49ers?
Yeah, and how did he
I'm
screw over
saying
Stanford?
when he was there. How long did he last at the 49ers?
He's about 5 years, wasn't it? About 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to him when he left there?
He took them out of nowhere and made them relevant again.
Listen,
He
that
took
ain't
the
what
Super Bowl, man.
that's
Yeah.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying everywhere he's been, he's either got into it with the top of the organization and
But he
burnt
won
his bridge,
Now,
He's
okay.
also won
or-
everywhere he went.
or man, that motherfucker. Hey, you can have that motherfucker. Go ahead.
Okay, what did he do at
This
San
is-
Jose State then?
hey,
What did you
Hank,
say
this is
everywhere?
why
San
him
Jose
and
State, man.
Wordsworth
What
are gonna
happened
do
at
a
San
debate.
Jose? How did you screw San Jose State over then? You got all the goddamn answers. These
All the answers. First, he started out said he left every place worse. Now he's adding, but he gets into it with upper management.
He does
But
leave
that person don't
places
care
worse,
about it, 'cause
man.
he's winning.
He fucks up shit.
See, him and Wordsworth, whenever they get into a heated debate, they start just
Because
using
listen, I don't have
profanity every
time to
other
Just
go
word.
making
do.
shit up, I
I don't
see.
have.
No,
I
they
don't have
start
time.
using
I don't have
F-bombs
time.
and
I don't have
MF.
time.
That's
Hey,
what they do.
I don't have time to go do homework for
But
people who don't want to do their homework.
But you're smarter than that, using the profanities like that.
Yeah,
You're
fuck
smart.
Harbaugh. I don't like him. Never
But he can't say
have.
FGB.
But
This
he
is
can't
crazy.
say
Don't
FGB.
like him. Don't
Right.
like him. Don't like him. Never
All right.
have.
All right.
God,
As
All
a
right.
coach or a player, never liked him.
all right,
All
well, let's keep going. This
Yeah,
guy's
this is,
crazy.
all right, we get your point. So me on this list, I would have the Panthers with 2. The Bake Show probably with 2. I agree. I'll bump up the Chargers to 4. I'd bump up the Broncos to 4. They they did all right in the playoffs. The Jags, maybe 3. I'll leave them at 3. Drop dead gorgeous Joe Burrow, he might get moved up to 4. And he came out and said this is the best team he's ever been on. In fact, I'd bump them up to 4. And then the Falcons, they got that black GM who don't get credit for shit. I'd give them 2. Black ass.
Mhm.
All right. All right. We got Ray Ravens. Now, there's rumors they said he
Surprised
was
by
going to
this.
come to all the programs, the quarterback, Action Jackson, but he's missing the voluntary workouts. All right. So they've been talking about that. You got a new coach over in Pittsburgh. You got that black son of a bitch at quarterback for the Panthers everybody's hating on. You got Jackson Dart, who's got a slower processor than Justin Fields ever had, Diesel. And this is data. I'm giving you fact. And I don't hear you talking about he sucks. All right. And then you got the Washington football team. And then you got Detroit. and you got the Vikings. Are y'all okay with this? Who should be less? Who should be more? I'll start with you, Diesel.
So Jackson Dart's played how many seasons in the NFL?
One.
This will be a second season coming
Okay.
up.
One season, and I think he didn't play a full season, right?
Justin's first season, he only started 6 games.
Stand
But go
down.
ahead.
You didn't answer the question, okay?
Yeah, but Justin's first season, he only played 6
I
games.
asked you a question and you didn't answer. How many games did he play? Jackson Dart.
Who, Justin?
This past season. No, Dart.
I don't know. How many did he play?
Okay, he didn't play a full season. He
Neither
got hurt
did
in the
Justin
Bears
his
game.
first season.
He got hurt in the Bears game.
Okay. All right.
So, let's see. Steelers, nope. Don't need to see them.
But you were talking about Justin in the rookie year. You didn't give him a pass that year. You talked about how he held on to the ball. This is what I'm talking about.
To me, Jackson Dart showed more promise than Justin Fields in the part of the season that he did play. He was balling when we was playing against him, but he got himself knocked out running, right? So to me, he's
running
got more,
just like Justin and holding that ball long, just like Justin.
Yes, but he shows more promise than Justin Fields did. Okay, let's get that clear cut and dry. Okay?
I mean, why? Because he's white?
No, because he's a better football player.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Because he's white.
I'm just giving you the data. Let's pull him up.
I only want to see the Steelers. Hey, listen, I've seen them play, so I don't care what stats show.
You know, Diesel white is right. You know how Diesel is. White is right.
No, I test.
It's all about his fucking opinion.
I test, and I already seen enough of Justin Fields to know that he ain't shit. Okay.
All right.
So you can keep scrambling looking for that, but go back to the thing showing the teams.
And he got a 91.7. He's 15-5. Threw for 2,272 yards, 64% completion percentage his rookie year. Let's go back to where you want to go back to. I'm gonna pull up Justin later. Go ahead.
Well, the Pittsburgh, they don't need but 2 games.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know why they got 4 fucking games. The Giants, I don't know why they got 4 games. They shouldn't they got the new coach, but they shouldn't have more than 2.
Everybody loves Jackson Dart.
Hey, they got a Harbaugh too.
They got the new coach.
Harbaugh.
They got the new coach. Washington, I wouldn't have them with 4 games, even though Daniels is coming
Jaden
back.
Daniels is back, bro. He's box office.
Man, by the time that motherfucker get to 4 games, he probably gonna miss 2. So
well, they revamped the offensive line.
He should have like 2. They should have like 2 games. I don't understand why they get 4 games.
Because the year before he got hurt, they won 13 or 12. They went to the NFC Championship.
Right. And what happened last year? How many?
He got hurt.
Motherfucker, when you answer the question, how many games did he play last year? How many games did they have on primetime games last year? How many?
I don't know.
Okay, so if they had him at like 5 and he wasn't playing in but like 1 or 2, then what does that say? Then the games they play in.
So he's gonna get season-ending injuries every year.
If you're
bloviating for Jackson Dart fucking now, who got hurt last.
I just said 2 games for them. What are you talking about? See, this is the type of shit they taught you at that Morgan school that you're always talking about. Yeah, that's what they taught you. The Ravens, I would get them 3. The Texans, I'd get them. Man, that's tough. But they wouldn't get more than 3.
Yeah, you're gonna move his black ass down. I already know.
2 or 3. 2 or 3. The Lions, I'd get the Lions 3. Why they getting 4? They didn't make the playoffs, and they got 4 appearances. The Vikings, same thing, 2 or 3, man. They got all them teams jacked up. I don't know why.
That's fair. All right. What's your assessment, Hank?
I'm surprised. I really am about some of these teams on here. So, in my opinion, the Baltimore Ravens should have had more than 4, as well as the Houston Texans. Minnesota should have been less. Detroit could stay steadfast. Washington could stay steadfast. Pittsburgh, I think, should be less. But yeah, Baltimore.
Declan Doyle. Y'all don't believe in Declan Doyle. Oh no, he's at the Ravens. My bad. My bad.
I don't know why the Ravens got 4. They should have more. Truth be told, Ravens should be up to about 6. Houston should be up to at least 5 or 6. Truth be told, I think both good teams, playoff worthy team, division champions type of team. So I'm surprised, and especially when you got somebody like Lamar, who's always going to put on a good show, especially when he's healthy.
Always.
Yeah, so that don't make sense to me. As far as the Texans, I think they got some real good pieces. I think hopefully CJ bounces back, but I don't know. But they do have a great defense, and I think Ryan's is a good coach. So I don't know why they didn't at least get 5 games for sure. But they deserve more than 4. But the rest of them, there's a couple that should definitely have less. The other ones stay fast. I'm good with it. So
I mean, I like your list. The Ravens, I'll leave them where they are. I would tend to want to move them up, but I'll leave them where they are. Just because I just don't know what's going to happen. Steelers, I agree with both of y'all. They should go down. Texans, I could leave them where they at. The Giants should go down. I'd keep Washington where they are, man. I'm a big fan of the quarterback. He's box office, man. And the Lions, fuck the Lions and fuck Minnesota. So, and I think these teams are probably because it depends on who the Bears are playing. Like they're moving up because they're probably playing like the Packers on national TV one game, the Bears on national TV. I don't know. I ain't looked at that, but that's probably why they're getting swooped in to
Well,
have
they
a
get the
certain.
Thanksgiving game, so that's
Correct.
one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the other 3 are regular.
Yeah. But Diesel, you didn't want to see it. Justice stats, even though he didn't have a camp. He didn't have a camp that rookie year. He was the backup. He had camp, but he was the backup. He wasn't getting snaps. He was playing behind the red rifle. He only 58.9 percentage completion percentage, the same as Caleb. Same as Caleb's second year completion percentage, who you guys bloviate over and glaze for. Uh, he threw for 1870, 7 TDs, 10 interceptions, and he only had a 73.2 rating. So looks like Jackson Dart played better football.
How many games did he play that year?
He
Justin.
started in week 9, bro, or week 10. That's when they ran him out there against Cleveland. The Red Rocky got hurt, and they kept him out there the rest of the season. So were they playing 17 games back then?
I don't remember.
2021?
Might have been 16.
yeah, it might have been on the verge of them, but I
Yeah.
don't
So
know.
I think he played like 6.5 games, bro, max. Played in. Yeah. He got thrown to the Wolves, and he was playing with a dumbass coach, Nagy's system, who they just ran him out of they ran him out of KC because they knew Justin was coming. Justin told him, "We don't want Nagy. I'm not gonna come here if y'all got that son of a bitch Nagy in here." All right, you got the Patriots, Eagles, the Bears, and the Niners getting 5 each. I'll start this out. The Niners should be more healthy. They got a genius coach, so I like them at 5. The Bears, we got Magic, we got the Iceman. I'm not sold on our defense yet. They're the Bears, so I'm definitely not going to move them down.
Exciting. They're exciting to fucking watch. Okay.
And everybody watches them.
Exactly.
The numbers are up.
Whether it's a win or a loss,
Yeah.
them motherfuckers, if your team is exciting, they will find a way to put you to be viewed on prime time.
I think 5 is fair. But had Caleb not thrown that interception and we won that game against the Rams, we probably would deserve more. I feel like I want to say 6, but I'm gonna keep it at 5. Now Philly, I'm gonna drop them to 4, and the
They should have
Patriots,
3
I'm
or
gonna drop
4.
them to 4.
Yeah, Philly should have 3 or 4. They're not exciting.
Yeah.
They good, but
The tush push all goddamn game.
it don't be exciting football. But I think more people gonna be concerned like what's gonna be the deal with Hurts this year? Like, is he gonna play good
Well, your
or
boy
is he
getting
not?
traded in June.
Which one? Oh, Brown.
That receiver, yeah. I'd have
Okay.
traded his black ass last season. You don't be talking about my quarterback.
Patriots 5 is too many, man. I think. Well, I don't know because
Without Antonio Brown, I mean not Brown, not Antonio.
Diggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then all that controversy around the head coach and stuff. So
they like that.
yeah, they do.
They like having that to talk about in the booth.
49ers, man, 49ers they're kind of exciting because the one thing they motherfuckers do is free agency and draft, they get depth. This ain't like you can have a whole team hurt and whoever's out there still play hard.
That scheme.
But old boy ain't there no more though, right?
Who?
The D coordinator. Salah, did he leave?
Yeah, ain't he?
That's a big blow if he did.
He's at the Tennessee.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, that's a big blow for the 49ers, man.
But they'll plug somebody else in. That's what they do.
I don't know. Dude is he's top 3 D coordinators to me in the top 3 or top 5.
But they was winning. They was winning double-digit games before he got there.
They were, but again, I just think that with the conference they in now, with the Rams having a lot of with their high-powered offense, so to speak, Seahawks, right, and then even who else is in their division? Is it just the Rams, Seahawks, 49ers?
It's got to be another team.
What's the other team?
What's the other team in the West, Hank?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona, and they got 0.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think.
So you're gonna reduce the Eagles. You reducing the Patriots?
I have them at 4. I had the Patriots at 4. The Eagles, man, it's weird, bro, because like I said, they're not the most exciting team.
They not.
But they actually got fans all around too. Kind of like
Pittsburgh. Got good fans.
Pittsburgh fans. They got them everywhere. So it's
and part of this is what the league is doing. They go by how many people watch these damn games.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. But the Bears and 49ers, I know for a fact, they fans are legit travel and watch them teams. So I don't mind the Bears and the 49ers.
You moving them up?
I wouldn't move the 49ers up.
What about the Bears?
I mean,
you believe in magic.
You know what? I wouldn't give them 6. I'm glad they don't give them 6 because I think fucking Caleb's head is already in the fucking stratosphere, right? So you give him 6 and he's like, well, we're prime time. Got more prime time games.
And he'll say that shit too.
Yeah, he's
say that shit.
He's a numbnut.
I mean, we are getting more prime time games. He'd say that in response to a local media question.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just would Bears could stay at 5, 49ers at 5. You could probably put the 49ers at 6 because they got fans every fucking where.
And they're gonna be healthier.
What about Dallas?
Well, we getting to that. Hank,
they still ain't showed them. Okay.
Hank, this list.
I'm okay with 5 for 2 out of the 4, with the Patriots and the Eagles with 5. I do think the 49ers should move up, at least maybe get 6, and also the Bears move up to get 6.
Wow. Well, by doing that, we finna move up to the next list. When you do that, then somebody's gonna probably move down. So let's go up to the next one.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize there was 2 more levels to this shit.
Yeah, I see 2 teams right off the bat that should be
that you can move down.
Yeah, Green Bay and Dallas's bitch ass.
I knew you was gonna say Dallas, but Dallas to Diesel's points, Dallas got fans.
They're exciting, and they don't win all the time,
but they got fans watching.
But they got fans.
Then make them watch them on pay-per-view. The hell with their ass.
Hey, and they're exciting though. You know, they're one of them teams.
Who's excited about it?
Their offense, they can put up
The
points.
offense is not
Diesel is
exciting.
one of these offensive guys, Hank. He don't like
Okay.
Hey,
brutal,
listen. No,
the black and
look.
blue division football.
Look.
That's why he ran Justin
It's
out of town.
it's nothing like seeing a team like Dallas on a primetime game get blown the fuck out, like 48 to 17, something like that.
Yeah, that's not good TV, Diesel.
No, yeah, it is. The people will
That's
watch.
not good
And
TV.
man, I'm telling you, the people will watch. The pundits
Right.
the next day, they
You
can
might know some I
criticize
don't,
that
man.
shit.
I'm
Hey,
good on that one.
Hey, they don't call them America's team for nothing. They fans watch.
Yeah, that's them days are gone. The 90s are gone. Diesel. We need to stop this.
So Hank want to move them
Nah,
down.
that's 70s and 80s.
Diesel,
bro.
you like them where they are?
For row 6,
Dallas. 6, yeah.
no, they should be 5. Dallas should be 5.
So you agree with me? Move them down. That's what I'm
Right,
saying,
so
brother.
let's
Come
move
on,
on.
man.
No, I'm
What-
only moving them one game, man. What the fuck you talking about?
All right.
But that's
Y'all
what
are
I
in
said.
agreement.
Move them down
Right.
and move the Birds up.
What about the Green?
I'd move the 49ers up.
What about the
Okay.
F Green Bay? What about the F Green Bay Packers? The Fudge Packers.
Yeah, they should be 4. They should be on that 4 line.
Okay, so now we got 2 teams. So now the Birds need to move up then, right?
You moved them down, so yeah, y'all can move the Bears up in that slot.
Well, I mean, if I
He
had
want to fight
do-
against me, but he really agrees with me. He just hated
No,
that
if I had
said
to
it.
fuck, if
It
you
was
asked
somebody
me
else,
to
he
draw,
would-
I don't like
It's
him.
me.
He's back there licking the window. I just don't like him.
Fuck the South.
Look at
he'll say fuck the South. He'll say
I just
fuck
don't-
SEC, but he
I
won't
just
say
don't like him.
FBB.
That's all. The other retarded kids talking to
you
him.
guys used to go to lunch together. You'd be standing nut to butt in the lunch.
Listen to
Both
him.
of you.
Listen to him.
Nut to butt.
He done
Right.
lost his goddamn mind.
Yeah. All right.
Don't let me.
I just don't like him.
Don't let
South.
me-
But
don't-
the South. He looking at window and shit.
Hey, don't let me lose my place in line.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't like him. All right. So the Pack, we all agree. Move them down. Dallas, I agree. I'll move them down.
I could
one.
redo the whole chart, but I thought when we get to a line, I didn't realize you had like 2-3 more lines. So I'm like, God damn. Well, some
Yeah,
of them
we got-
teams shouldn't be
yeah.
up there.
What about
KC?
Seattle? The Super Bowl
No,
champ,
see,
Seattle.
No, they the Super Bowl champs, but I don't
Yeah,
feel
I don't
they
mind.
that.
You got to respect that.
Yeah, they.
Not these.
I wouldn't give them 6. No, I'd
These are
give
about to
them
move their ass down.
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
But you're killing the incentive for the rest of the league to win Super Bowls, Diesel.
Excitement, viewership. People they're not watching. There's only certain teams for the West Coast. I can
Oh,
tell
they
you
got a
right-
fan base. Don't sleep on that 12
No,
million.
they're not. That's when they're at fucking home. You tell me how they travel outside of fucking Seattle. It's not like that, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
lived there. I lived there. The motherfuckers don't travel like that. I can tell you one thing right now.
Well, they travel to that goddamn Super Bowl. I'll tell you that.
The fucking the Rams shouldn't be no 7 or 8 fucking.
No, let's
times
stay
on
with
time.
Seattle. Are you moving them down? You moving them down?
Yes.
Hank,
I'm moving
Hank,
them
are you
down.
moving down Seattle, or where are you keeping them?
Seattle's fine at 6. Like, they fine.
All right. These are
Only
talking about
two
the
teams I
Rams.
said-
They're not even on the screen yet.
No, because I already know where they at.
All right, but hold it. Let's save it for when we get there. This is what. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. All right. How about Kansas City Chiefs led by Justin R. Fields?
Well, I know
Not
it
Justin-
burns his ass, dude.
It burns his ass that they know Justin Fields is at the helm, and they got 6 national TV games when the other guy's hurt.
He won't see all them fucking games, and they shouldn't have all them games.
What if he sees half of them? Would you be okay with that, Diesel?
No, I wouldn't be okay.
Hey, them ratings would be up because Chicago fans would be watching that shit.
The
Diesel.
fuck if them ratings would be up my ass. They only gonna be up. Hey, they only gonna be
Man,
up.
Chicago, the Justin guys would be watching that shit. And
That's
it's a
all up
lot
in
of
his goddamn crawl.
he
It's-
don't care.
it's
And it's a
only
lot of
gonna be
Pittsburgh fans
if
who still like
Mahomes
Justin Fields,
is playing.
Diesel, but you don't want to talk about that.
Man, what the fuck you mean? They got his ass up out of there, and I never.
The
heard
fans
nothing.
didn't.
They didn't want that motherfucker, man. Did you hear them complaining and shit when he said he was gonna be playing Russell Wilson? No.
When I meet Pittsburgh fans, they all speak highly of Justin Fields. They don't just repeat and parrot media narratives about the
Yeah.
black man.
They're being nice because they don't want to fuck up his mental attitude going forward.
Yeah, right.
Outside of that, they
Shout
can
out to
care
them.
less.
Shout out to them for being sensitive about his mental.
Exactly. So this is right. So the Chiefs dynasty, Hank, are you okay with them at 6, or are you moving them down? And Diesel, what you doing with them?
Yeah, I'm good with it, man. Because like I said, eventually Mahomes gonna come back, so you gotta at least make sure on his debut back, you make sure you
Kelsey's
televise that.
last season.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they bring viewers
Look
because
with the Swifties gonna be on
Swift gonna
spot too.
Taylor
Yeah,
Swift gonna be
yeah,
there
yeah,
putting
yeah.
that
You
lipstick
gotta
on.
have that beautiful drop dead gorgeous
Drop
white
dead
woman.
gorgeous. Putting lipstick on, standing there celebrating. Ace loves Swifty and Travis Kelsey. He went out there to the Super Bowl and lost his mind. And Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey gonna get the MVP.
I know that's right.
He's trying to get selfies with him and everything.
Yeah, he was talking to that pink toe and went crazy. All right, so I would keep the Chiefs where they are. And Diesel, I think you said you're moving them down just simply because of your hatred for Justin Fields.
No, I'm moving down because what they did last season, they don't deserve 6 primetime games. I'd say 4 or 5. But they don't
but he was
deserve
hurt. They was struggling before he got hurt.
I understand,
Yeah,
but they don't.
they
To
was
me, you
struggling.
don't deserve 6 primetime games. Matter of fact, quite honestly, Dallas, Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
neither one of them deserves 6 primetime games.
Well, I think you
when I
said
look
you
at
would
it.
move Dallas down already.
Yeah,
And Hink too.
and Seattle. I wouldn't just because they won the Super Bowl. I'm like, man, listen, prime
They're the
time.
Super Bowl champs,
unless
bro.
they all of them 6 games gonna be at home. That's what I mean. That's they're gonna have them playing at home.
I doubt it. All right. What about the nobody circles the wagons like the Bills? We got DJ Moore in town. They got a new head coach, and you still got drop dead gorgeous Josh Allen in there. Y'all okay with the Bills? Been on there 6 times, and they've never been to the AFC. What have they been to the AFC Championship?
Yeah, they lost. Chiefs beat them. Even with them, man, I think 5 or 4. But the Bills kind of exciting.
They're exciting.
They're
Josh
exciting.
Allen be out there balling, boy.
Yeah, even if he's fucking up and turning the ball over and shit. DJ Moore and then the receiver who's getting all kinds of flack as he's like, man, if I don't do nothing, I'm gonna be out the league. Keon Coleman or whatever his name is. So yeah, the Bills, they're exciting though. So and they fans, people tend to watch them too.
Yeah, they got good fans, man.
And they got the new stadium. Can't forget that.
Outdoor stadium. It ain't zesty.
Yeah, but it's kind of enclosed to make off where
To
the
kill
weather
some
don't
of the
affect
snow,
you.
which is what the Bears could be doing, but they're not even trying because they're having a Super Bowl freaking fantasy, and the people in Buffalo apparently don't give a fuck about that as much as you and Ace does, Diesel.
And right now, you better hope that they stay their ass in Illinois.
All right. Well, are you moving them down or are you keeping them where they are?
The Bills could stay at 6.
Hink?
Yeah, I'll keep them there.
All right, we're in agreement there. And let's get to the coup de grace. It's only one on this list, and that's going to be the LA Rams. Do you guys agree that they should be on national TV the most? And then do you think they should go down? And if they do go down, who would you move to the top of the list? I would move the Bears there, personally.
They're not that exciting. The Rams are not that exciting.
But they got McVay. He's smart head coach, McVay. Hot, sexy.
Yeah. So what? There's a bunch of those out there in the league, but they're not that exciting to me.
And they got a Hall of Fame quarterback who they just extended.
Listen. The 49ers, the Bears, the Cowboys, the Bills
are more exciting
than the Rams when I watch them play. Now the Rams, don't get me wrong, their offense is legit.
Chiefs too. You wouldn't put the Chiefs on that list?
If Mahomes is healthy, yes, they're more exciting. The Rams, nah, man, they don't deserve no 7 fucking prime time.
And y'all acting like the Packers ain't gonna have that the defensive guy that was on Dallas. Y'all acting like he ain't gonna be there.
Oh yeah, Parsons is back. He's a draw in itself.
Yeah, he's a draw by himself. He be tweeting and shit before the game. That motherfucker be tweeting his ass off. He like motherfucking Trump. So Hank, you agree with the placement of the Rams, and they are a big market. They one of the biggest markets. Diesel, the Rams.
Yeah, surprisingly.
I mean, it's L.A. That is surprisingly. Potentially, they're one of the biggest markets. But yeah, you're right. That's some
Because
bullshit.
half of them people in LA, to me, still love the Raiders.
And more than half of them don't give a fuck about football or the Rams. They
No.
Lakers fans out here, and then they be mad at the Rams because they left and all this and that. So you're right. Before you go, Hank, I would move the Rams down. Who would I put replace? I'm leaning towards Justin Fields. Um, 7. Huh.
They drafted that dude, right? The replacement for the quarterback,
Yeah, they drafted him.
first round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Say he looked good in camp too. That's why they had to extend their starting quarterback so they could fix his ego. All right, Hank, I'll leave it to you. Are you okay with the Rams being on national TV more than any other team? And if not, who are you replacing them with?
I'm gonna leave him there. Matt Stafford's last hoorah, you know. Yeah, I'll leave him there.
They
I'll
extended
leave
him
him
though,
there.
Hank. You think he quitting?
What? Yeah, they signed him to a 1-year extension?
Yeah. He only got this year or maybe one more.
Yeah. Well,
But
we'll
he
look
not
at it.
playing longer than 2
Yeah,
years.
I don't even see him making it the next year. Maybe they did it for salary cap reasons and all that good stuff.
That's what they did it for.
And look, I think he's gonna be done after this 1 year. I really do. I think he's gonna retire. I mean,
Yeah, I
he's
think this
always
is
been
last year.
riding the fence. I mean,
Yeah, 1 year, $55 million contract extension. The deal ties the reigning NFL MVP to the Rams through the 2027 season and is worth up to $60 million with incentives, creating a 2-year, $105 million package. So yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Huh. Sounds like he's
yeah.
gonna be back one more year, bro.
I don't see it. I think he's gonna go out. I think I wouldn't be surprised.
So Hink is leaving the Rams up there. I'm going to replace the Rams. I'm leaning between the Bills and the Bears, but that's the homer in me talking. So, thinking more nationally, the Bills ain't really a big market. Yeah, I hear you, Hank. I hear you, bro. The problem is I can't see nobody else. I can't truly Diesel find somebody else I'll put up there. Who would you put up there, Diesel? You mentioned it.
Well, I named like 4 teams.
Yeah,
So
you did.
The 49ers, the Bills, Cowboys wouldn't get 7. Chiefs if Mahomes was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's 4 right there that I feel should have more games, if not the same amount as the Rams.
Yeah, I'm leaning between the Bills and the Bears myself. So if but it ain't. I don't think I'm convicted enough to move off the Rams. I'm not convicted enough to move off them. But if I did do it, it would probably be the Bills. In all honesty. All right, we're gonna move past BJ. He took a shot at the for the second time. We're gonna skip these next 2 segments. Top GMs in the league. Top 10 GMs, y'all. Throw some names at me. Who do you think's on this list? NFL.
Oh, top 10 NFL
You can say
GMs.
the team if you don't know the GM's name.
Okay. Well, 49ers GM, definitely.
Let me see. John
That's our
Lynch.
boy Lynch. Let me see. Top 10 GMs. Probably the
Pink.
Patriots GM.
Okay. You said the Patriots?
Yeah. The Eagles GM. They do a
Eagles is
good
on
job.
there. The Pats ain't.
The Eagles do a good job of drafting.
That's Howie Roseman.
Um,
And Roseman goes best player available. That's why he called up Poles and gained some Poles out of the defensive tackle, the 3 tech.
I think Jacksonville does a good job drafting.
They're not on here.
Also, what's the dude? Carolina's GM.
No, he got hosed by Ryan Poles. I mean, that's the narrative.
Well, I mean, we know the trades, but just the personnel that he does draft. So I don't
He didn't make
know.
it. But this is only top 10. I'm not saying he's not a good GM. You don't think you ain't mentioned Ryan Poles?
No, I'm trying to think of people other than him before I can get to, trying to think of other
Hank, you can
teams.
chime in. Anybody you thinking of that would be on this list or any team?
Uh, hmm. Well, I can't see the list. Where's the list?
No, I'm saying before I show y'all the list, who
Okay,
you think would
okay.
be on the top 10 GMs list? These are
Well, of
already
course,
mentioned Howie Roseman from the Eagles.
yeah, Howie Roseman, KC's GM.
Brett Veach, he's on the list. Good call.
Lynch, of course, from the 49ers.
Diesel mentioned him. He's on the list.
I would say definitely. I think Ryan Poles should definitely be up there, in my opinion.
Ryan Poles is not on the list, and I'm sure
Shame
Ace
on
is
these.
somewhere. He took a whole line of that book of sugar when he heard that.
Shame
And
on them
Diesel, you
some
can keep
bitches.
chiming if you know.
Yeah,
Y'all do it
I'm
together.
trying to think
I
of
tell you this,
teams.
Detroit Lions probably got their
Brad
GM
Holmes
up
is
there.
on the list. Good job.
Seattle's GM.
He's
Yeah.
definitely John Snyder is definitely on the list. Good job.
And I'll say I'll go with the new GM with the Giants.
He just got extended, by the way, but he's not on the list.
That's about all I can give you right there. And I know it wasn't 10, but
No, y'all did good. All right, let's get him up. Karen, reveal the list. Here's the list. Howie Roseman's number 1. John Snyder is number 2, and that's the Seahawks. The Rams, y'all didn't even think about the Rams.
No.
He's number 3. Les Snead. Eric DeCosta, the Bengals. He's the one who took a shot on Jackson. Did anybody mention KC?
No, I don't think he took Jackson. I think that was Newsom's last pick, wasn't it? Ozzie Newsom's
You're right.
last pick.
You were right. Brett Veach, y'all didn't mention KC?
Yeah,
I did.
Hank did.
You did, and I think I told you they wasn't on it. Oh no, I said he was on there. Okay.
Yeah. And the Texans got her. Yeah, they GM.
The Green Bay Packers. Y'all didn't mention Brian Gutekunst.
I'm not gonna ever mention nothing good about Green Bay so far.
I'm shocked. These are
that's a different conversation.
Why would I want to mention?
You ain't lying.
Shocked. But yeah, they're on it, and they should be on it. Honestly, they should
do draft good. They draft.
Yeah, they
good.
do. Yeah, they do. And yeah. All right, Brad Holmes though, Detroit. Yeah, they've been drafting good.
Yeah, I said Detroit. Yeah,
John Lynch.
Yeah.
Did y'all mention Lynch? These all mentioned San Fran.
Yeah,
that was the first one I said.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Nick Caserio, nobody mentioned him.
No, them are the Denver Broncos. Patton. No,
or Patton. So that's the top 10. Anybody not on here who y'all think vehemently should have been on there?
My man Ryan Poles. The hell with what Ace thinks. Ryan Poles.
You're going to take one of them guys off this list for Ryan Poles. How about you, Diesel? But now Ace does, and Ace be saying slick stuff like, oh, that's the coach doing this and that. I guarantee you every one of these GMs on here have coaches making input on who the fuck they drafted.
For sure.
Yeah. He don't get no credit to Poles though. He everything that's wrong is his fault, and anything that's right, he didn't have nothing to do with.
Are you putting Poles on this list, Diesel? Do you think he deserves to be on here now, or it's too early?
Too early.
He did take a team from down in the depths, from worst to first, bro.
Yeah, excellent job. Because see, the thing I think with GMs though is it's not just who you draft. It's your free agent signings. It's your
and he's missed on some free agents.
Yeah, but also people who you signed that aren't like notable free agents in the league. So those type of people that you get on your roster can make your roster elite or not, with a lot of depth. So
And the coaches you sign.
yeah, that too. That matters.
All right, y'all. We got Zesty Moment of the Week. This is Dan Wiederer. Used to be in the Tribune. I think he's with The Athletic now, lead sports columnist. And he's on the Ticket Up the North podcast as well. Dan Wiederer, you guys. Zest of the Week. All right, here we go.
Of guys, that includes Jared Goff, which I've got. Let's not forget about that whole next tier of guys that includes Jared Goff, which I've got some very strong thoughts about Jared Goff that we can get to in a few minutes in terms of the type of seasons and career that he's put together that would make Chicago cream its pants.
All right, Diesel is the resident Chicagoan here today. Would Jared Goff's stats make you cream your pants?
With what, brown sugar?
Oh Lord!
I mean, what? Get the runs because of golf? Nobody want Jared Goff, man. Nobody want him at all.
What they were doing, put it in context. They were comparing. They was trying to bring Caleb down a peg because all the national pundits are like you guys, basically saying like a lot of them are saying he's the number 2 quarterback in the league right now. And they were saying that, is he even the best in the North? So that's why dude was saying the stats that Jared Goff has been putting up the last 5 seasons as Bears fans, over 4,000 yards, completing 70%, throwing all these touchdown passes, should make you cream your pants. Hink, you're a Bears fan. Does that, with those numbers that made you cream your pants?
No.
All right.
At all.
Not because they weren't good numbers, just because I don't like the language he used.
Right?
Crazy.
I was watching that shit like, no, he didn't say that. Did he say that? White boys be saying some weird shit. When you go to college with them, you be like, damn, these motherfuckers weird. All right. So here's the poll we ran, and I want to hear y'all response before I give you the results. I'm trading Caleb Williams today for, here are your options, Hink. Josh Superman Allen, Lamar Action Jackson, Pat Sideshow Bob Mahomes, or Neil. I'm riding Caleb until the nails come off.
Jesus Christ, this is crazy options. I'm gonna go with Caleb to the end, brother.
So you gonna ride Caleb till the nails come off?
Well,
Diesel.
I'm gonna be on this side. I'm gonna say that.
The only one I'd strongly consider would be Carrot Top. But outside of considering, because of his knee, coming back from the knee, no, I ain't trading him for nobody.
So if you're sitting there, you're GM of the Bears, and you get a call from KC's GM, we just had his name up here, and he said, and he made it a good deal, and he was going to take off some salary dump to make it work, take some veterans on there that you might not want. You're not pulling the trigger on the Pat Mahomes deal, trade.
Nah.
Wow.
He been in the league, 10 years, 11 years already? I'd strongly consider, because it's Carrot Top.
Man, he's Pat fucking Mahomes.
Yeah, I'd strongly consider it, but
Hink?
Man, I'm gonna stick with what I got, man. I look, there's something special about Caleb. I know we some of us ain't ready to accept it just yet, and that's okay. I really think there's something special, man. I think we got some things around him, man, that could really help us.
No.
So I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna stick with him, man.
Listen, I've said there's something special about Caleb. I said it when he was coming out of college, and I was a Justin guy, and I saw his highlights. I'm like, oh shit. I said on this show, I'm like, damn. Like, I'm like, there'd be worse things. I'm like, if we move off Justin and we get Caleb, I'm like, I can live with that. I've seen the same things y'all see. I even said I'm gonna stop fucking with him in the middle of the season. That's why Diesel calls me a flip flopper. That being said, I've seen all that and more with Pat fucking Mahomes. I'm gonna show you the results. So for me, I would piss off the Bears fan base and I would move off Caleb. And me, I would go with Pat Mahomes.
Hmm.
And it wouldn't be very hard for me. Here are the results. We got a limited number of respondents, but 0 would go after Josh Allen. 0 wants Action Jackson's black ass. And only 33% wants the. How many Super Bowls has Pat Mahomes won?
3.
And he went to what? 5 consecutive AFC championships?
He's been to what? 4 or 5 Super Bowls.
All his interviews, none of that means nothing to y'all.
Nah, man, he, like I said, he's been in the league like 10, 11 years, bro. So you've been in the league that long. Caleb's been in the league for 2 years.
6, but in Pat's first 2 years, he won a Super Bowl.
Maybe so. But his team didn't need all of the reconstruction that ours did.
And he came into the team with his offensive genius. You know what I mean? Like if Caleb would have came in and we already had Ben Johnson.
Had Ben is different.
And the team was in the Ben Johnson system already, and you just plugging in Caleb after half season, watching the guy, it could have looked different. Because Caleb we was one game away from the NFC, one pass away from the NFC Championship. With a shit defense. 67% agree with you guys that they're riding Caleb until his nails fall off. And that blew my mind. I thought everybody would go with Pat Mahomes.
No, I'd strongly consider Mahomes, but in the end, I'd probably stick with Caleb just because he's younger and his potential hasn't been on court.
I tell you what, though, you're looking at these last few seasons of Mahomes, a 90 rating last season, 94 the season before, 93 the season before that. He's trending the wrong way.
Yeah, but you know what else was trending the wrong way is the people he had to catch the ball.
True.
He would have all kinds of receiver issues and motherfuckers getting hurt in the first and second week, and he trying to do a makeshift. And what's even bigger and important, motherfucker had no running game. They had
his
no
first
run game.
full season starting, this Smog threw for 5,100 yards, 50 touchdown passes, 12 interceptions, and 114 rating. How many years? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 10th season, Diesel. This will be his 10th season.
His 10th. I think Mahomes might have led his fucking team in rushing last year.
Well, he got hurt. But now we're looking for the 4,000 yard mark as the Bears. He didn't do it in 2024, but he was close, which is what Caleb was, about 39, 28. But he's surpassed the 4,000 pass mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times in his career. And he passed over 5,000 yards twice in his career.
Yeah, bad dude. Bad dude.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side of history here. And he's a Texas Tech guy. He's from the South.
He doesn't count. He doesn't count Texas Tech. That's Big 12. That's against bluegrass religion.
Go to hell, Diesel.
He said that's half stepping. Come from Big 12.
That's crazy. Oh, he's a Virgo like me. So, look at that, September 17th. And he was born in Tyler, Texas. He's a Southern boy, Hank.
Yeah, remember I told you I think he passed for the most yards in a college game.
Hey, Mike Leach loved him when he was there, but I
hear you, man. It's something special about that boy Caleb.
But that's how you have to the Big 12, especially back then, their quarterbacks, they all put up big stats. So it was kind of hard to decipher who's gonna turn
Mhm.
good in the NFL, just like Ohio State. You get all them fucking quarterbacks playing with a great offensive line and super
And
great
great
receivers,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, is he gonna be good in the NFL? And you got to dissect that shit.
Just like USC quarterbacks for a while.
Yes, yes. Shit, even the Bears, who was that motherfucker we got from the West Coast that time? Was it
Curtis
Cade
Conway?
McNown? Cade
Oh.
McNown.
Came down. Drop dead
Man,
gorgeous.
UCLA, I think he was. Man,
All right, excluding Nails, who's your pick to be the Bears MVP this season, y'all? And we're going to start with the offense, excluding Nails, because I know you guys are going to just roll out of bed with Caleb on your mind.
For offense,
Yeah.
I'm going with the tight end.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Because that motherfucker is a dog. And I know Ben is going to
It's tight
find
end
ways
happy.
to get him the ball.
Yeah, he's tight end happy. And Ben loves white boys.
Damn.
Oh, he's part of the old boy team, bro. I know you can't see it being a Southern boy. But yeah, we don't take too kindly to that low-key racism, Hank, up here in the North. We don't take too kindly to that. You know what I'm saying? He could have promoted not Al Harris, Randall L to the offensive coordinator position, but he goes out and finds some obscure white boy and gives him the job. Stuff like that we be looking at, Hank. All right, Hank. Me and Diesel said the tight end. Who you going with? Offensive MVP if you can't select Nails.
I'm gonna go with Luther Burton the
I do
third.
that. SEC, baby. SEC
He's boogie.
all day.
St. Louis. Hey, Luther Burton was my second choice.
I was reading something saying about him yesterday. They say he trying to put in the work so he can have a breakout year. So
yeah, Randall L said he balling. Yeah, said he getting off the line quicker. You know what I'm saying? He staying around Hallis Hall all off season. You know, he putting that work in, and he looked like he got a good girl around him, bro. Not some succubus. You know, probably his childhood sweetheart. All right, let's go on defensive. If you obviously you can't pick Nails, and you can't pick Butch Stud, Hank. So defensive MVP, who y'all going with?
Hey man, I'm gonna go with Bush.
This linebacker?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Diesel?
I'm gonna go with my boy Booker. Since we didn't pick up nobody, I think he was shit. He was bringing pressure a lot of times.
Second
So
half
I
of the
think-
season, he closed it out great.
Yeah, so I think that for them they must have had some either all of the players they were looking at end were gone,
It's a combination.
or they like, hey man,
He ain't
we
gonna be
like-
better than Booker. That was
Right.
probably what they was looking at.
and we like the work that he puts in, and we think he can be better. So I'm gonna go as long as Booker is starting for the most part. I think he'll be the defensive MVP.
Well, Booker was on CHGO Sports today. He was in the studio, Diesel, and
Yeah.
they interviewed him, and they asked him something similar to that. He said in his exit meetings, they big upped him. He said he put on some pounds too in this offseason, worked, changed his diet. So I do think that was in their minds. Like when Poles and them kept saying, we got to coach better and we got guys in house. I do think that was in their minds. Is this guy going to be better than Booker or the guy on the other end? Right. And we got this other dude sitting here, that we could take that we happy with. I think that was on their minds, bro. But that being said, I'm not going to go with Booker. I'm not going to go with Bush. I'm not going to go with Thieneman.
You're going with the secondary, ain't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm going with Johnson. You can't go wrong with Johnson, bro.
Yeah.
He's a shutdown corner, bro. He should be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's my safest pick if I had to put my money on it. Jalen Johnson.
His sex addiction all throughout the offseason.
I never heard about that.
This
Is that true?
crazy.
Yeah, that fool. That's why he talking about he got the sex addiction.
Wow.
That's why he
That's why you
I
hurt
don't
his
know.
core injury.
I guess, but he
Too much
said
pumping and humping, huh?
he said he had like an addiction and
Wow.
he was trying to find a way to cut back and all of this stuff.
Yeah,
So,
he let some psychotherapist sit him on the couch and telling me everybody's addicted to sex. My big brother told me, "Hey man, look, hold out as long as you can, because once you get that pussy, you're gonna be addicted to it." You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
No,
everybody's
that's right.
addicted to it, and
Yeah.
nobody's stopping having sex. I mean, that shit pisses me off.
Come on, man. You understand the first time you took the rubber off how it felt. You
Yeah,
never
exactly.
want to go
Like,
back.
yeah, exactly. That's just like heroin. You know what I'm saying?
You never want to go back. What the
Yeah.
hell? What's this for?
Come on, bro. It's like, I mean, you look shit. Like, man, I can't believe I had sex with that girl. That was the addiction. You know what I'm saying?
he sure said he had one. So
Yeah, well,
I hope he got over it.
Hopefully, got some help.
all right. So overall team MVP. I'm gonna let you consider Nails. So if you want to say Nails, say Nails. But then who would be the runner up? And I'm gonna say Nails is gonna be the overall team MVP.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would,
It's got to be Bush or Bird.
Are you talking about on defense?
No, overall team MVP. If like you could say Nails, but then who would be your runner up? I mean, you pick Bush as your defensive MVP, you put
Yeah.
Burden as your offensive MVP, so I figure it's got to be one of them.
Well, of course, I would definitely say Burden be the one. I mean, he'd be the guy for me. I think he's going to make tremendous strides. He has that dog in him, and he shows,
He got
his
that
aggressiveness.
dog in him.
Don't mind talking a little shit, choke a man out if he has to. You know what I'm saying? He put hands on the son of a bitch, hands and feet. So yeah,
He don't seem zesty.
There you go. I'm pushing for my man, Luther Burton the third.
So, but you feel like Nails is going to be the MVP?
Yeah, we all. I think we all know that's going to be obvious. It's going to be a landslide.
And he got that dog in him too. All right, he's got that zesty in him though. But there's been some zesty like dogs. Jerry Rice, I used to think he was zesty coming up.
Shout out to the zesty dogs.
Yeah. All right, Dizo, who's your MVP? And you can include Nails. If you do include Nails, who's your runner up?
So I think it'll be Nails, and the runner up will be the tight end. That dude, hey, he catches the ball in the winter, the fall.
He got that dog in him too, Hank.
Yeah, he break tackles. If he don't win it, or if Nails win it, oh boy, it'll be second fiddle, because that means Nails done had a great season and somebody was out there catching that ball. So,
man, I'm telling you, my man gonna have about 12 touchdowns and 1,300 receiving yards. Boy, my man gonna be out there, boy.
But see, that's the thing.
That's what I'm predicting for.
And that's why it's gonna be Nails, because they're gonna be dividing stats, Hank. You feel me? Some of it's gonna go to Burden, some of it's gonna go to the tight end. Don't you like Muhammad? Muhammad's a corner though, ain't
Yeah, but he's a corner. That's my rookie of the year, defense rookie of the year. Not just in for the Bears. I'm talking about overall defense rookie of the year.
What conference did he play in college?
Yeah. He played Texas.
Oh yeah,
he played at the SEC, baby.
After they converted to the SEC.
Yeah, that's when he got better. That's when he got better.
All right. Last topic, gentlemen. So we're doing this one. This is the Mount Rushmore of sports journalism all time. You know, the sports pundits like to put us up against each other and pit the athletes against each other. Who's the best? Who's this and that? So I thought it would be turnabout is fair play for us to consider who is on the Mount Rushmore. That's 4 of your sports journalists of all time. I'll give you my list. Harry Carey is a runner-up. He didn't make Mount Rushmore, but he is a runner-up. On my Mount Rushmore, I got John Madden, Howard Cosell, Stuart Scott, and Bob Costas. That's my list. Howard Cosell, he'll call you a monkey hink. You know what I mean? But the times was different back then.
God dang.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that little monkey go. Like, you know what I mean? And he was, man, with him and Ali, I made you, Cosell. You know what I'm saying? Like Howard Cosell, man, he helped the NFL get to where it is, boy. Dun, 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 dun. See, that's before Hink time.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah. They
listen,
didn't.
I
They
remember.
wasn't getting no signals down there.
Yeah,
Here we go. Here we go. The hate for the
Back then.
South, boy. I tell
they
you.
didn't have no running water and electricity.
But let me
back
get
then.
mine because I know Diesel got a bunch of old rednecks he likes, so I'm gonna get mine. One of mine is Al Michaels.
Okay, he was one of my runner-ups. I like Al Michaels. Go ahead.
Joe Buck, I like him.
He's the one that does the golf, eh? I think he does the PGA.
He does
too.
some NFL
No, he
shit.
does.
He's-
He does
he's-
the
He
NFL.
does a lot of different shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of on Fox and shit like that.
All right, so you said Joe Buck,
Al Michaels. My other one is my man from the NBA. Damn, I can't think. The guy that got caught up biting the women on the back.
Marv Albert. Wasn't that Marv Albert?
Albert. Yes. You know, you always got to have a super freak on your list.
Yeah,
So,
he was
put him
on.
up there.
He was considered.
Yeah,
but he did the biting.
Put old Freaky Marv up. I'm good with biting as long as it's consensual.
All right. I don't think it was though.
Well, I ain't with that then.
Yeah.
But I will still put Marv Albert up there.
Okay, you can't take away from his legacy.
And of course, Pat, what's his,
Pat Summerall?
Pat Summerall.
That's a good list, bro. Did you have any colors on
it.
your list while you talking about Diesel? With the rednecks, I don't think you
I
named
was
the
against
color.
the color folks. God damn. Shout out to the brothers, man, but I didn't have none on my list.
He sat there and said, "Let me give him my list. I know Diesel's gonna pick a bunch of rednecks." And they mentioned one color.
That's bad business, ain't it? You know, I guess my one runner-up would be Al Jackson. Rumbling, stumbling, and no. He said, "What did he say?"
Rumbling, stumbling.
No. Yeah, he
that's
no. You talking about Berman, Chris Berman?
Yeah,
but no, he
was
did.
one
He
of
also
mine.
he also
Chris
look at
Berman,
the
I
big
That's
couple
one of
of
mine. That's one of mine. Chris Berman.
Damn, I forgot about
but
Berman.
Al
Back.
Jackson.
Nobody's sucking
No, Al Jackson didn't
Actually
do
did
nothing but
college.
sit there and laugh. He laughed at whatever Berman was saying.
Jackson. No, I'm talking about the white dude that did college. A lot more college than any pro
Oh,
sport.
okay. I know what you're talking about. He used to be on
Is
ABC
it,
a
is
lot.
it Keith Jackson? Is it Keith Jackson?
Keith Jackson.
Yeah.
Nobody
That
picked
would be
Booger
my-
McFarlane. I haven't heard Stephen
Wait, I
A.
didn't
yet.
even say my list, and you saying all these damn
I
names.
know. I
man.
was going
Come
to say,
on, man.
Diesel,
Booger
let's get to
McFarlane
your
wouldn't be on
list.
my
I mean,
goddamn list. He's terrible.
Yeah. Let's hear Diesel's list.
He's
No,
probably gonna say
only time I
Eric
wanna-
Dickerson.
Only time I want to hear Booger McFarlane is when he talking about what he do to a hog. Go out there and catch that hog. Talking about he catch that hog and he tie him up and he, man, Booger McFarlane, that's what he always would talk about. But
Hog time.
Chris Berman, all-time favorite, even though he did say some slick type racial shit and he did some shit that got him taken off the air with women. That he low-key sexually harassed at ESPN. That's why they kind of like...
Did he? He said some sexual or racial shit?
No, sexual harassment type shit.
I didn't know
That's
that.
if you ever notice, remember we used to watch Sports Center?
Yeah.
You couldn't wait to hear Berman talk about back.
Yeah, he covered the week in football.
Had the
Yeah.
best nicknames of everything.
Yeah.
He talking about Burt B. Home by 11.
Yeah. It was the cocaine.
Sammy,
That was definitely the
Steve, Lions, Tigers, and Bears on mine. He had all
And he had
that
the color.
stuff in
He had the color there getting easy money, wasn't he? He'd just
Oh,
sit
man.
there and smile and make a little comment
But
here and
you
there.
can look it up online. He did something, and ESPN kind of settled the lawsuit, but they pushed him back where you wasn't seeing him on Sports Center as the anchor no more. He started doing NFL Blitz. Remember? And they'd have him with your boy the
brother.
black guy.
Making easy money. That's what I was just talking
Yeah, I
about.
thought it was because he got long in the tooth and not the lawsuit, but you know.
Yeah, no, they never kicked him all the way off because people
But he
love
couldn't
Chris
be in the
Berman.
studio around the women no more.
But that was the punishment.
That was the problem.
He had to hang out with the janitor and the night
Yeah.
And
They couldn't have him around the interns and shit.
And he made like some type of foul comment. It was like something, I don't know if it was the day of the draft or something, but he was like, and on this day, when Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, and everybody was like, what? It's like some slick type.
That sounds racial.
Shit.
That don't sound sexual.
No, that was after. He had already been moved off of Sports Center and shit. So it was like, yeah, but Chris Berman, he's one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put one that doesn't get you
Come
never
on,
seen
this is
him.
Mount Rushmore. Don't be pulling people out your ass.
Listen,
Somebody
did I interrupt your ass?
No, you didn't. Go ahead.
I'm going with Lacey
My
Banks.
bad, bro. I'm going to apologize.
Lacey Banks was not a fucking sportscaster or something, but Lacey Banks was the writer for the Sun Times. He predicted.
Oh yeah, I
Bulls,
remember. He was a local for the Sun Times. He used to do the local sports.
Super respected. He predicted the Bulls would win 70+ games that season that they went, and he put the same way you went over all of them Bears games.
Yeah,
he did in the paper each game, and it was almost on point. I mean, like almost to the point. And
you putting this guy? Is he an honorable mention or he's on your Mount Rushmore?
No, he's on my Mount Rushmore.
Jesus
a journalist, bro.
One person knows him as you and Niles. That's it.
No,
hold on. Pause right there, though, Diesel. You told me to look this up. The 2015 makeup artist settlement. In 2015, ESPN settled a sexual harassment claim brought by Sue Ballman. She's an ish person. She was a freelance makeup girl who worked on Sunday NFL Countdown. Ballman alleged that Berman made inappropriate comments in the makeup room and sent her unprofessional text messages. He probably sent her the old dick pics, dating back to 2011. ESPN concluded an internal investigation, denied allegations had any merit, and settled the dispute to avoid costly time and consuming litigation. Adrian Lawrence lawsuit. In 2018, former ESPN legal analyst and anchor Adrian Lawrence filed a 93-page federal lawsuit against the network, which detailed a broader culture of harassment and named several high-profile ESPN personalities, including Berman. Lawrence's lawsuit alleged that Berman left a threatening and racially disparaging voicemail for former colleague Jemele Hill in 2016. Jemele Hill publicly and forcibly denied that Berman ever left a racially disparaging voicemail for her. Hill declared that their past dispute was over a comment made about Berman's hair, but stated the voicemail never included alleged racial remarks and accused Lawrence of misrepresenting a private conversation. So really the main meat here is the ish person who he sent the dick pic to, making inappropriate when she's doing his makeup. How did he get her phone number and shit?
Working in the office, you can be slick and get somebody's number. So.
She gave him the number, bro. But go ahead. But let's finish.
Maybe so.
Kind of advance our career. We know what it is.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Third person. I'm gonna get a Hawk Harrelson.
Put it on the board. Yes.
Hey,
he's a White Sox announcer. Hank.
Yeah, can of corn.
Yeah.
Way back. Looks up, you can put it on the board.
Yes.
Oh, hey, and Hawk, man, listen, that motherfucker would go, his passion for the Sox was like the announcer for the fucking Celtics. Heinsohn. You hear how they say he bleed the Celtics and he be
Who's number 4? The guy who called the games at Chicago, Simeon?
Man, so you trying to rush me? Man, fuck you.
I'm not rushing you. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't giving you 4.
This guy gets so sensitive.
Because you always rushing me, man. I pick a person, we can't stop and talk about the
great Yes, I was just talking shit after basically.
Diesel feel picked on. This is crazy.
Right. I was just talking shit based
I ain't even going to the next subject. That's it.
Hey, he said this was the last one, Diesel. We can't, so go on finish your list.
No, I ain't finishing shit.
It's the guy who called the
I
game
ain't finishing shit. I'm tired.
And he don't want me to get credit for that.
I'm tired of this blumber clot. West Coast like his motherfucker always interrupting me, cutting me short. And when he's talking and picking his team, I ain't saying shit about your picks. Did I get
Bro,
it all in? But when I do, you say, "Will you please let me finish? Will you let me talk? Will you let me talk?"
yeah,
That's why I don't
and
let
then
you
guess
fucking
what? And
talk.
guess what? I don't take my basketball and go home and put my tail between my legs and say,
You ain't lying.
"Well,
That's
I'm not
exactly what
gonna
you
give
did,
y'all
D-Lo.
my take. Fuck it. I'm
No,
not
you
gonna give
My
didn't.
you my
last
take.
one.
You
You
didn't come
kiss my
Y'all
out here
all
with
grits.
gay,
basketball and
I'm
all.
not gonna get my take.
Diesel
You didn't
told us to
come
kiss
out.
his grits. He going home.
Yeah, kiss my grits, man.
Yeah, you want to eat some of his grits. That's what
Yeah.
Oh,
that
watch
is.
out there now. That's some
That's what
crazy
See,
that
shit.
is.
that's what he
That's
does.
crazy.
He
That's
goes
what
to
that is.
hurling insults. You
Yeah,
know what
you
I
want
mean?
some of
No,
his
I was just
barbecue
talking shit
chicken.
based. Diesel, it was
Some of his
fair.
barbecue chicken.
I was
No,
talking
I'm not
shit based
finishing.
upon
No,
your two local picks,
no,
bro. That's
no,
all.
no. I'm done. Yeah, I don't need to give you another pick. Oh, go ahead. Next segment.
God, something else. Well, that was the last segment. Hank, you got anything to say before you get to your final words, bro?
Man, it's always a good time up here with you guys. So you know how that goes, man. You know how that goes. Even with Diesel's crazy ass.
What
Yeah,
you have to
he
say about
crazy.
your boy got pneumonia, Hank?
Who's that?
The race car driver.
Kyle Busch.
He died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. It went from serious pneumonia to sepsis or septic, whatever
because he
that
kept working.
infection.
He kept working through
Yeah,
the pneumonia. He's coughing up blood and working.
yeah.
Now I don't
I
think he
mean,
was working. He was sick for a few days, and then the day before he went
mm,
to the hospital. They said he was spitting up blood, but he had the pneumonia for a few days. But he
Bro,
wasn't.
damn.
he
I
was
don't think he was
driving in
working.
a race, bro, and he was in when he passed out. He was in a simulator
Mm,
preparing for the next race. Yeah, he was working, coughing up blood and working. The last race he was in, he was sick. He got taken to the hospital after the race, and that's
mm,
when they knew he had pneumonia. But he never laid his ass down and rested.
yeah. Sometimes it's like, but that's just us men, man. We'll work ourselves to death sometime, man, for the betterment of our family. And it's just unfortunate. That's what happened to him. I hate hearing that news, man. I seen that. I was listening to ESPN Saturday morning, and they was talking about it. So, and shout out RIP to him and his family, man. So,
Yeah, he's a Southern boy. All right, so go ahead, Hank. Anything you want to speak on, and then go ahead and give us your final words, and then we'll throw it to Diesel.
man, my final word is gonna be this, man. It's right around the corner. Men's Mental Health Month is June. I think we need to really push this. I know my man Nine's giving me a hard time.
Wacky, wacky,
Yeah,
wacky,
well,
wacky.
for those who are like that, get some help. Look, let me say this. It's better than other things they push during that month, like the community pride month bullshit. They acknowledge Juneteenth that some people really don't even understand the reason for Juneteenth. But Men's Mental Health Month is it goes across the board in all race lines and color line barriers. So I definitely want to see us men to do better mentally, physically, and emotionally, man. If that's what you got to do, sit on somebody's couch or somebody's Zoom meet. Do what you got to do for your mental. And get your A1C in order, get your blood work, get yourself in shape, stop being a lazy fat ass or an obese bastard, and get out and do some goddamn work. Get a membership, go to a gym, walk in your neighborhood if that's what you got to do. Get yourself in order, man. Get you a full physical. A man of a certain age like Diesel and Nine's old ass and myself, go get your colonoscopy and your prostate check, man. If you're not at high risk, you could probably do the blood work. But if you are high risk because you got members of your family that've been through it, you got to do what you got to do. If that means that get you a small Asian woman to do your colonoscopy and your prostate. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
With a dainty little foot. Can you do the exam with your foot? You know what I mean?
It is what it is. Hey, black man, protect yourself at all times. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Do what you got to do, fellas. Man, I appreciate you having me up here once again. Nines, man, is good. Diesel, even though you an asshole at times, hey, shout out to you and all veterans like you, brother.
Hey, well, before you go, Bluegrass, seeing how hard your head is, I had to,
God damn,
I,
this is crazy.
I had to.
I
Hey,
gave this man love and he still shoot
hey,
me down.
I'm giving you love. I went and got a.
Talk about my head
Oh
Listen,
my
hitting
God.
hard.
hey, I went and got a replica of Bluegrass's head. It's that
Oh, man.
Mandalorian metal. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
That's that Mandalorian
This
armor.
is this is crazy.
That's that Mandalorian armor. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Hank,
look,
to
I
to
got
your
this as a popcorn bucket.
I
One
bet
of
you
the
did.
display. When I seen it, I said, man, is that I said, man, that stuff just like Bluegrass's head. Give me
Look here,
that.
man. You need to
Give
stop
me
thinking
that.
about me this hard, man. This
Give me
is
that.
getting creepy now, Diesel. This
Give
is
me
getting
that.
creepy.
How much you pay for that, Diesel?
The box of I think it was like 60. You get the big box of popcorn
Uh-huh.
and it come with the display, the
You
bucket
get a free
display. 'Cause
refill or
it's-
two on them.
Yeah, you actually can as long as the movie out. You can like go up in there and be like, hey, take that to the counter there. They'll give you one.
You
They
say,
ain't
top
gonna
me
use-
off.
Yeah, I tell them, hey, top me off, man, because this is for my friend. This is the same type as his head.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Hank, to your point, yeah, man, I start hitting the stairs, bro.
That's right.
I'm
Good
hitting the
job.
stairs. Started out at 10 minutes, and the goal is to get up to 25 minutes. Just walking the stairs, bro. And the goal is to get up to 25 minutes daily, bro. You know what I'm saying? And hey, I feel great.
I know Diesel's laughing at us, but that's okay. Let me say this. When I went to the doctor, when I had my doctor visit, I got on that scale. That motherfucker said 293. I said, they said, you need to lose a few pounds. I said, just call me a fat ass without saying it.
That's
I know
right.
what you mean. Just call me a fat ass. I can accept that.
That's
My
right.
big ass need to lose weight.
That's right.
Well, that encouraged me. So now I'm down. I got on the scale this morning, said 255.
You're damn right. You
So,
feel me? You know
do
what
what
I'm
you
saying?
got to do, man.
And
It can happen. It could be done, but you gotta have the discipline in them and be motivated. Allow your children to motivate. Allow your significant other to motivate
Yes.
you. Allow just seeing other healthy people out here doing things to
You're getting
motivate you.
some
Whatever it
healthy-
takes to
Yes.
motivate you, do it.
healthier porch. And you know why Mills is going up and down them stairs.
This
He
guy.
got Ace in the hole
Every
behind him. Hey, they line
God
up.
damn.
This guy.
Well, we
Ace
we
in the
try to
hole
do
talk-
right by the black man, and this man
hey,
here keep on the terms that
Ace
he
in the
ain't
hole
shit, man.
told him, hey, if I
He's a
catch
house
up-
nigga.
Hey, he said,
He's
if
the
I
ops.
catch, if I,
Diesel is the goddamn ops.
He's a house nigga.
hey, he said, if I catch up with you,
Okay. Shout
it's
out to the
nuts.
house.
Hey,
God
hey, Ace
damn.
in the hole telling me going up and down them steps. If I catch up with you, it's nut to butt. Hey, Mills said, you not
And this
catching-
is crazy.
You see that? He had to get that out, but he won't get his final takeout. He won't get the final takeout of the Mount Rushmore.
That's your final
He rather
take
be
right
talking
there.
about nut to butt.
Hey, but before Diesel cut in with his mental retardation, watch your sodium levels. It's very important, as African Americans. Start reading those labels. Because our pressure numbers be up. You should be monitoring your blood pressure every day. And when I talk to senior citizens, they, in this order, they say keep moving. That's the most important thing they say. Then they'll say, others will say, watch what you eat. And then others will say, don't smoke. But the one I hear the most, when you talk to your elders, if you talk, not just your elders, any senior you get the pleasure of meeting, what's your secret? What do you think's your secret for your longevity? You'd ask LeBron that, and they're going to say, keep moving.
Exercise. When
Yep.
I say exercise, I ain't talking. Yeah, regular exercise helps, but movement,
Yep.
walking, cardio. And if you think about how many people just drive to work, get out their car,
Sit
go in
down
the
at
office,
the desk.
sit down, they're not moving
Not
throughout the
moving at
day.
all. That was me,
Throughout the
bro.
day.
That was me,
And it'll
bro.
catch up with you because if you just go and walk a few blocks and you haven't done it in a while, you'll be like, God damn.
You be breathing
need
and
to-
shit.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah. Because Diesel, like when we was commuting to work, you walking. That's walking.
All the time,
You getting on the
every day.
train, you walking, yeah. But when you driving, pulling up in that parking space, you ain't getting no motion.
Especially if you're smoking and all of that stuff, that's without any type of movement, that's even worse.
Even worse.
Even
And I quit
worse.
smoking in July. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming up on a year, bro.
And when you talk
Congratulations,
about
brother.
oh, that's great. I
Yeah.
mean, I never thought he could do it, quite honestly.
I know you was betting against him. You seem like that type
Oh,
of nigga.
no.
He's a house nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Hey,
You was
Boss
placing odds in
them, boss
Vegas.
them niggas can't do shit out here, boss.
His odds in Vegas says 10 to what he ain't doing.
hey, I would have bet the house. Nope.
I know you would have.
He ain't stopping.
But Diesel, no, I'd be smoking on the way to one train. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
waiting on the next train. I'm smoking. We
man.
we walking from there to the crib. I'm smoking. You know what I mean? Not anymore.
And then I tell people when they get sick, they got colds and shit. Motherfuckers come into work. Co-worker sits in front of me. Got a thing every day. Look, a cup of coffee this big.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there and I'm hearing. So I look up. I was like, man, what is you doing? It's like, you adding that sugar in that damn coffee and you fucking sick. I said, you're not. I said, you're going to stay sick longer. That's going to fucking fuel inflammation in your fucking body.
Hey, Diesel pulled up. What's that movie, Diesel? When he was took that kid on top of the roof. You want to kill yourself?
Oh, you want to
take him on top of the roof?
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Lean on me.
Yeah.
Diesel, you should take him up to, I know you know all the words. You should take him up to the roof.
Man.
Next time you see him doing that shit. You're killing yourself with sugar, ain't you?
Listen. I told her, I said, look, they got plenty of fucking juice and shit in the break room. Why the hell are you drinking coffee with all of that sugar? And then you got a fucking donut or something. And I was like, you just don't get it, do you?
How old is she about?
Fucking like our age, maybe
That's
5
crazy.
years younger.
But even the juice, you got to be careful with that juice,
no,
bro.
even the juice, because it's a lot of sugar in there.
Yeah.
But it's got some of that shit got 100% vitamin C.
How about this? Drink some water, you big fat ass. How about that?
I told him, I said, oh, and
That's
you
it.
never seen a vitamin that you liked in your lifetime. She said she don't like vegetables.
See, when you hear shit, see, this is what Hink be talking. I hear that kind of shit all the time. Yeah. All the time. But then when they had that stroke and they not moving and they not getting the care they want, you know what I'm saying? And this is genocide. This is how they killing us. They don't have to put the gun on our head. We killing ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
Legally.
And we pay for it, Hink. She paying for that sugar. She paying for that coffee. She paying for all the going to McDonald's every day and getting the big arch burger. We pay to kill ourselves now. And we instill it into the children coming behind us. How many times do you see the fat one coming out with the fat wife and the kid fat and they all sucking on ice cream and shit? And I'll be the bad guys. I'm like, look at your fat ass. They should take your kids away from you, you fat ass. Because if you was hitting the crack pipe, everybody would take the kid away. But your fat ass is killing your kid. They got the big drink. You know, the kid can barely.
The big gulps. Yeah.
Yeah, the super big gulp. You know, but it's ignorance. It's not.
It's a form of child abuse.
Man, listen. Now that girl sit in front of me. A dude who sit behind me. Every morning I come in. Oh, what do we have here? I said, look at this guy here. He wants to start his morning off with a Coke every morning. Hello, body. Hey, I crack on him every day now. Yeah. Everybody be
These
laughing.
are out there fat shaming and shit. I
Yeah,
know.
No, he ain't. But he's not a fat guy. I'm like, I asked him, I said, why the fuck you drinking Cokes every day first thing in the morning? It's like 8 o'clock. I was like, the fuck are you doing? I was like, they got water, tea, why are you drinking Cokes? I don't know, get a little rush, you know. You're gonna be rushed right to the emergency room. You keep that shit going.
Yeah.
So I just like, I joke with it, but I joke with it to let them know I know what the fuck you're doing, and you should change that up.
Yeah. No, it's good you're doing it. Like last thing I say on this, man, Hank, it was this white chick, and she had to be like, you never know how old they are if they're not taking care of themselves, especially. But she had to be between 40 and 50. She was coming out of the ER, and she told me she was coughing up blood, Diesel. And I'm like, damn. She's like, yeah, I was in there. They had me on the IV. I was dehydrated. I was in there for a week. I feel better now. And I said, did you talk to the doctor? No, I said, how much water do you drink? She was like, none. I don't like water. And I was like, well, what do you drink? She said she drinks 6 to 8 diet fucking Cokes every day And that's all she's been drinking, Diesel, for like 30 years. I'm like, none of this came up with your doctor? Well, he didn't ask.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Bro, that's crazy.
Bruh, I told you, I don't know if you were still working. I think you had just moved out to Cali.
Hey, fellas, I got to get out of here, man. I'm going to catch up with y'all, man.
Yeah, blessings, brother.
All right,
Appreciate
Blue
you
Grass.
pulling up.
Y'all be easy.
Peace
Thanks,
Go
out.
ahead,
man.
Diesel.
All right.
And I was coming on the blue line in the morning, and like where we cross over, and we from the red, and we at Jackson,
Yeah,
we cross over through the
yeah.
tunnel. So I come down, and I get down, and I was like, it's like, man, and it felt like I remember when I was little, and we used to play around, and we would hold our breath, and then one of the older kids would come, and they'll like squeeze your chest
Pick
and
you
knock
up from the back or something.
and knock you out.
Yeah,
And then you wake up or whatever.
yeah.
And I felt that feeling. I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh no. So then boom, I walked back up the stairs, and then I was like, shit, the feeling ain't going away.
Yeah.
So I come back down the stairs. I'm standing there, and I almost pass out. And I got my headphones, and I'm like stumbling, boom, 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 boom. And there's only one guy standing there. Guy looking like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
So I text my brother, and I was like, man, I think I'm about to have a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, go to the hospital. You right downtown. So I was like, and the train was coming. So I was like, boom, I get on the train. Luckily, I get a seat. So I'm sitting down. I was like, man, that shit is scary. So when I get off it, I stop. I go right to the 7-Eleven or the White Hand, whatever it was. And I get like 2 bottles of alkaline water.
Yeah.
So I drink like one. So then I'm like sitting there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to. It's like I'm leaving early. I'm going to the doctor. So I go right back downtown. Go to Northwestern. So they like ask, what happened? What happened? Standing there like pass out. I'm like, I don't know what it was. I said, but I only thing I can describe is when I was younger. And you hold your breath and they squeeze you and you faint and you wake back up. So they run tests or whatever. Some motherfucker said, oh yeah, you dehydrated. So up to that point, I didn't drink water on a regular at all. At all. And matter of fact, I was drinking like 7-Ups and Sprites in the morning. Like thinking like, well, this ain't cola, so, And the motherfucker was like, yeah, you dehydrated. So from that point forward, I asked my boy, I was like, man, I love the carbon that pop gives me, but I can't drink no pop no more. I need something that puts shit in me.
Yeah, and you can still drink pop, but maybe one a day, and you got to be drinking your water.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Yeah, and he suggested, hey, you try sparkling water? I was like, man, that shit tasted nasty as a young adult.
Yeah, it was old people water.
Yeah, so I went back into that place the next day, and they had like some sparkling waters that tasted, man, that shit they had like, and it was their own brand, 2 for $1. And that shit tasted just like a 7-Up or a Sprite with no sugar, no nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I could get used to this shit from that. And this was about like, what, I want to say 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I started drinking sparkling water. I'll mix it occasionally with alkaline water.
Yeah.
But I cut back on pop and all of that shit drastically. But I never was like drinking that shit and didn't realize like you fucking dehydrate.
Yeah. And then the more you feel dehydrated, the more you drink it. So the more, and it's pop. You know what I'm saying? 80% of your brain is water. 80% of your body is water. I had a doctor tell me people going on dialysis is younger than they've ever seen. And dialysis is big money, bro. They billing insurance companies for that. That's big money. People starting on dialysis at 40. When we was younger, man, you didn't start that shit till 70.
Yeah, but that was one of the scariest days of my adult life. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
So they put you on the IV
Yeah, they just had me sitting in there for like an hour.
with
And they
the
were
IV?
just, yeah,
It
giving me
felt better
fluids
almost
back.
immediately, didn't you?
The next day, I'm like, okay, we not letting this shit happen again.
Yeah.
And I started learning how to drink the sparkling water to where I could drink almost any brand now. Make sure I drink alkaline shit to mix in to get your
Yeah.
essentials in the body. And pop is a minimal. I don't drink hardly, count on two hands over the course of the year how often I drink pop.
Because, bro, when you drinking your right water content, I don't be having room in my bladder or no desire to be trying to put anything else in there. I'm like, I got to drink my 6 bottles of water every day. I don't have piss space for this motherfucking soda right here. You know what I'm saying? I like it don't fit no more.
Yeah, scared the living it out of me, man.
You
I
was
was
scared
like,
straight.
yeah, man, listen, you talking about standing on the platform twice, almost passing out right there.
Man,
So, and not knowing what it was, but look, I was kind of cool because I was like, you read and watch things where it's like the sign of a heart attack or a stroke. So when I'm standing there, I'm like doing different things like, well, it's not that. And I was like, I don't feel no tightness in my chest, but I'm about to fucking black out. So it was like, what the fuck, So, but yeah, I was like, I ain't going through that shit no more, bro.
Yeah, and you had benefits, use them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I wasn't going through that no more.
yeah, go ahead with your final words, G.
Oh no, final words, yeah, shit, man, health is important. I know we be cracking on Bluegrass about that shit he be talking about, but that shit is important, man. You can't let up on it. You have to watch out for that stuff. My brother, he had already stopped eating pork a while ago, but now he done cut back on the meat too, almost to the point where he don't eat that shit either. So yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, man. I know everybody want to pop their barbecue grills and all of that shit, man. Just the barbecue grills and black folks, man, that shit don't mix it. It's a lot of things from processed foods and all of that shit. It's okay to eat once every now and then. If you eat that shit on a regular, it is not a good way to live. And for
Motherfucker sitting on the grill, shaking salt
Oh.
on that shit, bro.
Oh my God. And if you're black folk and you love barbecue and shit, please don't eat that shit on a regular. Cause that shit is
And
please.
you got 8 forms of meat on your plate and one little half piece of corn.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, I told my boy, my boy gonna cook tomorrow. I was like, look, I'm buying a steak and you can grill that motherfucker. But that's about it.
Man, we start out with hot dogs, then you get a link, and then you get the chicken. Did that chicken come off yet? Then you get the steak, then you get the ribs, bro. That shit crazy as hell.
I told my mother don't bring me no more hot links. Every time she love barbecue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna eat that shit. So don't waste your money. Don't buy me no more hot links from any barbecue joint that you go to.
Hell no, that's just salt on top of salt.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But yeah, just be conscious of what you're eating this weekend. And again, it's okay to have some shit every now and then. But if you're eating that shit on the regular, bruh, oh God. I go crazy at work. They got the little crackers, the fish crackers, the golden ones. One of if you look, it's one of the worst snacks. Same chick in front of me who's sitting.
I know, and I used to love those, bro.
And I told her, I said, that's one of the worst freaking snacks on the planet. She's like, oh, please shut up. One girl looked it up and she was like, he's right. Another one had a thing on their phone that any type of thing, you can put it in there and it's going to tell you how good or bad it is for you.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, it says it's like one of the worst of the worst. I said, y'all don't want to hear from me, but hear from your body when you get sick. So it's just stuff like that, man. Like I told him, I said, listen, you can eat that shit every blue moon, But if you sit here and eat that shit daily, the toll it's going to take on your body is insurmountable. So yeah, just
And
pay
then, now
attention.
you're at work talking about you constipated because you ain't eat because you don't like vegetables. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? You ain't ate a
don't
salad in 10 years.
don't like soup. Sick was sick, and I'm telling you're sick. Go get some soup. I only like Puerto Rican soup. Well, you can't get no fucking Puerto Rican soup here right now. Okay,
And Puerto Rican soup probably full of salt. The soup she
that,
like, they
that
and shaking that salt on there.
exactly. So I'm like, man, stay sick for longer. But you ain't about to be sick, coughing, or sneezing up in front of me. I got this Lysol right here. Take care of your ass all day long.
Hey, and if you over 40, go to Walgreens or CVS and buy a blood pressure monitor. They got the same ones that your doctor have. They're relatively cheap. Check that shit once every blue moon. Cause your blood pressure is a silent killer. You feel
Hmm.
good, you might have a slight headache. Next thing you know, you had a stroke.
Yeah, you'll be out and didn't know it.
Yeah. Or
Didn't
spending the
know
rest of your life, can't move half of your body or some shit.
it. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Just make sure that you watching what you eat this weekend, man. Especially if you be eating barbecue and shit on the regular. Don't go ham with it.
Hey, yeah, peace and blessings. Thanks for pulling up, man. And for all the fallen, which I hadn't mentioned, for all the ones who paid the ultimate price, rest up and condolences to their families and the soldiers and who were with them. I meant to tell you, Diesel. Yeah, I met some midshipmen. They was cool as fuck too, bro. Young guys though. They're young guys. And
Yeah.
out here in Seal Beach,
Hmm.
that's where the armaments are, man. And the ships pull up, and then they got the guys be loading the weapons onto the motherfuckers. It's look it up in Seal Beach. It's very big in the Navy. It's right outside Long Beach, bro. I'm like, I didn't even know all this shit was here.
Oh yeah, it's all of that is I mean they had like the SEAL head I mean the way they train and shit is like
Mm-hmm.
out there.
Yep.
Um all of that shit, man. My air wing used to be right off of we would come down from Washington and pick them up in San Diego. So we used to come
Yep.
down there all the time. All
Yep.
the time.
Now
All
they
the
got them,
time.
and so a lot of cats from San Diego come to work because that's where they make the armaments. So they storm there. Somebody was telling me. So then they need to get them onto the aircraft carriers and the ships. And now we at war, so they working.
Oh yeah, yeah, they put in work. Now, see the thing with Memorial Day, man, I don't know why people have a tendency to, for the military, they more so put their onus on Veterans Day,
I know
right?
it's for the fallen, man. Memorial Day
Yeah,
is
they
for the
don't, but they
fallen.
don't. I don't know why they don't. They think about it as vacation, get out, start of summer.
Right.
They don't, but they don't think about like, no,
It's mourning. It's supposed to
you're
be
supposed to
mourning
be memory,
of the fallen.
paying memories to those people who passed that served the country in one way or
And
another.
guess who started it? It was the colored soldiers, bro.
Black
Yes.
folks, yes, they did. They don't get credit for that. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess because it's usually that 3-day weekend, start of summer.
We just
So
ignorant, man. We don't
yeah,
know the difference. We don't pay attention. You know what I mean?
yeah. But salute to everybody out there, man. All of the fallen soldiers. Um, yeah, it's and then come Veterans Day, they'll be trying to pay their respects. Like
Right,
like
right. It's like they
shouldn't.
got it backwards.
Yeah, they do. They do. But no, it's all good. It's all love, man. But yeah, peace out, man. Ace in the hole. Keep wiggling your toes in the sand at night. Yeah.
Yeah. Stay away from that booger sugar, bro. All
Yeah, don't get none of that boogie sugar. Yeah.
right, fella. Appreciate you pulling up, man.
All right, later.
Yes, sir. One love. All right. As the panel winds down, Spolytrix leaves the air charged with insight and energy. The debates around the National Basketball Association Conference Finals and the NAACP YN's SEC boycott reveals how deeply sports mirror society. every play, every protest, every decision echoing far beyond the scoreboard. The voice around the table didn't just analyze, they challenged, reframed, and reminded us that sports talk is culture talk. The conversation on the NFL GMs and Caleb Nails Williams pushed the boundaries of hype and accountability. Is greatness protected or earned? The open panel didn't shy away from calling out the politricks behind the draft board and the myth-making machine that fuels fandom. It's the kind of dialogue that keeps Mouthpiece Included fearless. No filter, no fluff, no zest, just truth. And finally, the Mount Rushmore of sports journalism stands as a symbol of legacy, whether it's Cosell, Madden, Scott, Carey, Marv Albert, Al Michaels, and all the obscure local pundits that Lacey Banks, that Diesel was bringing up. The stone of story, Scott and Carey, they are carved into the stone of storytelling itself. The voices remind us that commentary ain't just about calling the game, it's about shaping how we see it. Mouthpiece Included Live closes with the same spirit, bold, reflective, and ready for the next round of real talk. Thanks for rocking with us again this week. Until next time, stay locked in, stay curious, stay ready for whatever the week throws at us, on the field, in this political arena, and everywhere the two collide. This ain't just content, it's connection, and it matters more because you're right here. Stay locked in. We appreciate your support and enthusiasm for this pod. If you have any more questions or need further information, feel free to ask. Stay tuned, stay passionate, bear down, and as always, until next time, FGB, like Ace says, to the highest level of effivity. That's what we got for y'all. Appreciate you. And enjoy your Memorial Day. Just remember the fallen. Remember the fallen. And eat to live, don't live to eat. That's something I'm working on. You quit smoking, and all of a sudden you want to replace it with food. All righty. Karen, you can take us out of here, Karen? You can take us home, Karen? Take me home. Wonder if you take me home. Because I want you tonight. Take me home. Okay, Karen. Come on, Karen. All right, there we go. Where is it? Okay. Gerardo. This is some bullshit, Gerardo. There we go. All righty. No, that's not it. Put a shovel in the ground. Breaking my heart, man. Yeah. Breaking my heart. You guys gonna get your little suburban stadium and your little, and you probably have halter top night, fingernail paint night. You get your fingernails painted.
Yeah, I'm not going out there, man. I go watch them out of town before I go to damn out of town.
All right. You find yourself sliding through. You might be in LA. On Florence and Normandy. Hey, homie. Hey, man, come here. You better. You might be in Chicago. Woo! Dipping down Ashland. You better. Watch your back. Check your six. Double check that blind spot. Use that blind spot assist. TATN. Better guard your grill. TATN. Guard your grill. TATN. Mouthpiece included. TATN. Bear down. Bear down. Knuckle up. And don't forget it, baby.
TATN.
And don't forget to
Whatever you do, don't forget it. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, Butterfly.
forget to bring your mouthpiece.
For sure. Don't forget it.
TATN.